It's opening day, my friends. It is opening day. We are live. It is 2021. Clocks start again. You know, every year since I was probably 7 or 8 or 9 or very little, opening day has been my favorite freaking day of the year. Maybe Christmas, maybe opening day. Maybe Christmas, maybe opening day. Now, Christmas is my birthday, so it's kind of a double whammy for me, but gotta be honest with you. Opening day is right up there. And I love it so much. And this year, 2021, opening day in Major League Baseball means something extra. And you know why. We all know why. The world's getting back to normal. The Rona's going into the history books. 162 game season likely for most of the teams. Already one game's already been canceled because of the Rona. By the way, how do we have people associated with Major League Baseball who aren't inoculated yet? But that's a whole other thing. We've got 6 hours or so. Hey, Orange Cone Vlog, Francisco, what's going on? We've got about 6 hours of baseball talk to get to today. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about my predictions. We're going to talk about the games that we're going to watch, and we're talking about the Major League Baseball package. We're going to talk about 2020 and what a crazy year it was. Hey, Sienna, what's going on? Welcome in. We're going to talk about what I expect for 2021. We're going to talk about the Rona getting the opening day in Washington and the Mets not playing. We're going to talk about Francisco Lindor, not my friend Francisco, although we'll talk about him too, who's in chat. But Francisco Lindor getting $1 million more than Fernando Tatis. We're going to talk about the Padres. We're going to talk about as much of it as we can as I kind of is it a prelude? I preview the season 2021. I will be going live every Sunday night for Sunday Night Baseball. You watch Sunday Night Baseball. I watch Sunday Night Baseball. I hope you will join me here. I'm not showing the games. That's illegal. I'm going to be watching the games. We're going to be commenting on the games. We're going to have a lot of fun in chat. Talking baseball. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I've got a lot of plans for the season for you. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if the channel is going to be just me and my mom talking. Maybe I'm just going to be talking to myself. Oh, there's already some of you are already in here. Or maybe the whole season will blow up. I have no idea. I don't even care. I mean, obviously, it's fun to talk to more than yourself, but I can't wait for baseball. We're going to start off with a little bit about me, and then we're going to start to talk about the games that we're watching right now. My idea, if you're brand new here, my idea for this show, for an evening show, I know it's not evening yet, for an evening show after work, during the work week, coming home and watching baseball together with you, has been 3 years in the making. 2 years ago, I was going to do it when baseball season started, but we moved. It was a blessing. We were renting a house. Now we've got a mortgage on a house. It is what it is, but it was a blessing. But I missed out on April. Just didn't work. Didn't want to start in the middle of the year. I don't know why I didn't. Then last year with the Rona was a messed up year. Nothing was going to stop me from doing this with you this year. Again, whether I make one new friend, we talk baseball, I've got a bunch of friends that are already excited about this, or it's just me talking to my dang self. I'm going to have a blast talking baseball with you. Predictions are coming. Who's going to win the National League West? Who's going to win the National League Central? Who's going to win the National League East? AL East, AL Central, AL West. We're going to talk about all of those here during this first game. Who I think is going to the World Series and who I think is going to win. Saving for Sunday night. Hey, Kadani, Sean, what's going on, buddy? Saving for Sunday night my most valuable player picks, my Cy Young Award picks, my Rookie of the Year picks. I have them, but I haven't made my official pick. And so I'm going to talk about a lot of other things. I've been wanting to do this with you so much, and seeing Michael Superbacker and Kadani Sean and Francisco and Sienna and Orange Cone Vlog, OCV in the house as I watch the second pitch of this season, ground ball to short. I'm not going to be providing play-by-play. Somebody else will do that. But the first play of the season is done 6-3. Cole gets a ground out. And we're just going to be talking about the news of the day, the sports news of the day. Will I talk about other stuff? Of course I will. I've got a lot of opinions about a lot of things, and we're going to talk about all of it. But what's better than opening day? There's not a lot of things. My bully's in the house. Wrestling with Dizzy's in the house. What's going on, my friends? My husband takes off every opening day. It's a holiday. Thank you. That is a perfect segue for the story I was going to tell. So when I was in junior high, it was in the 80s. Duran Duran, George Michael. Wake me up. So we're talking the 80s here. And I would skip school 2 days a year. Mom would let me, as long as I did good in school. Opening day and another day in April then, NFL draft day. So there was 2 days in April that I got to the end of the school year. If I was doing good, she would let me skip school. The NFL draft is now a prime time event. I'm not as much as I used to be. I was a draft Nick then, a draft nut. Michael K in the house. What's going on, Michael K? Hello to you. If you're the Michael K, you're like my favorite Disney YouTuber. Welcome in, Michael. Love you to death. Met you in Hollywood Studios. I don't know if it's a real Michael K or a fake Michael K, but if it's you, hey, buddy, I love what you do. Keep doing it up. Anyway. 80s. NFL draft day, opening day, I would stay home. Now, the NFL draft is a primetime event now, and I would pick the whole thing. Opening day, though. Opening day is a step above that. Movie Mania, Nick in the house, Fulton in the house, what's going on? And I'm not reading a lot of chat. I will get caught up, I promise. But my friend, Wrestling with Disney, producer Preston in the house. Oh, I got to send your dad a link. I'll do that here in a minute. I think today is a day of renewal. I think of today, guys, I'm not even kidding. Okay, ready? I think of today as a religious day. I'm a church-going guy. I go to church. Well, I mean, when the Rona, I haven't gone to church in a while. I have been and I will be a church-going guy. Hey, Cricket, what's going on? I am so excited about this. Let me just tell you how much this means to me. I consider this it's like the fourth. Somebody smarter than me once said this, and more poetically, it's like the 4th of July, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, my birthday, because I feel like it's a gift to me, and it's like the first day of a vacation. I'm a happy guy. I am. But I'm a happier guy. I mean, I get mad. I'm a happier guy from April 1st through the last out of the Dodgers season. And last year, so 1988, again, I'm way behind in chat, guys. I love that you're here. I will say hello to everybody in a minute, and I will get caught up, but I want to tell the story. In 1988, I knew where my friend Charles Wood, Chuck Wood, how much Wood, Chuck, my friend, my good friend. I haven't seen him in years, but I love you, Chuck. So I'm sitting on his couch in 1988 when Kirk Gibson hits the home run off Dennis Eckersley. A little slider, didn't slide. Tick, home run. Vince Scully goes nuts. I don't believe what I just saw, Joe, but all of it. And we win the first game and then go on to win the 1988 World Series. We didn't win. We, my Dodgers, didn't win another World Series. Don't worry. I'll bring it down. I won't be this nuts the whole show. Bichette out at first. Cole out of the first inning. Perfect inning. The Yankees stop the Blue Jays after the top of the first. We're going to the bottom of the first. Here come the Bombers. Bats. We'll be talking about them a lot. Kirk Gibson wins the World Series in 88 for the Dodgers. Oral Hershiser wins the World Series for the Dodgers in 88. And and that was a great moment, one of the great moments in baseball history and sports history. Kirk Gibson's home run, Oral Hershiser's epic year. Oral Hershiser, one of my favorite players of all time. I was 18. It was my senior year. I graduated high school in 88. So that's how long it's been since my Dodgers won. And I live in Fort Worth, Texas, okay? I'm a goals guy, and I got a list of things that I want to accomplish. And one of the things, there's some things that are going to happen. Some things are going to be really hard, and some things I don't have a lot of control over. One of them is to be at the Dodgers Game 7 World Series game when they win. Well, they hadn't won since 88. Last year, there's no home games, right? I live in Texas. The World Series is right down the street from my house, and I get tickets. Some of you who are veterans of the show know my story here, but I've got to tell it. I had tickets to Game 7. I had tickets to a World Series with the Dodgers in Game 7. And they won the World Series in Game 6. And so even though I get to continue celebrating the Dodgers World Championship because I'm a fan, right? They win for the fans. I get to celebrate too. I know I didn't play, but whatever. And it's bittersweet. And it's bittersweet for so many reasons. 60-game season. By the time we won in 88, the last time we won before that was 81. Strikes, shortened season. So 2 of the last 3 World Series championships for the Dodgers were shortened seasons. Interesting fact. But I celebrated it. But that night downstairs, right below me, kind of below me and over that, downstairs where I saw that final out, Julio Urias gets the last out of the World Series in Game 6. It was bittersweet because I had tickets. If they lost that game, I would have gone the next night to Game 7 of the Dodgers. So you see what I'm saying? It's a renewal of hope, a renewal of, and with the crazy year that 2020 was, it's been about a year. So let's go back in the Wayback Machine. About 12 and a half months ago, we all got told, hey, let's stay home for 2 weeks, right? The NCAA tournament, which turned into a year, but whatever. The NCAA tournament gets canceled. They close the Disney parks. I'm a Disney nut. They shut down baseball season. And we ended up having a season, and all those things were great, right? But last year was just not as great as it could have been. But my Dodgers won, and here we are. Doesn't it feel like spring? It feels like spring to me. 6 weeks ago, I was in my house frozen here in Fort Worth, Texas. And here we are. Baseball season is here. Young Jung Ryu on the mound for the Jays, looking good, and the baby looking really good. In the Texas Rangers have that color that they bring out now and then, but I like the baby blue on the Blue Jays too. I like that quite a bit. Anyway, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I am so excited about bringing some baseball to you this year. So let's see who else is in chat. Say hello to everybody who I made listen to that diatribe. Then I'm going to send some invites out to a few people. I don't know who's all going to pop in. It's a work day for a lot of people. But we'll take care of that in a minute. LeMahieu line drive, short hop to Guerrero, and 4 straight outs to start the season. All right, where did I get caught up in chat? I was saying hi to Michael K. I always take my birthday off. It's my own personal holiday. Nice, Michael. I haven't ever worked on my birthday. It's Christmas Day. I left you some chocolate chip cookies in your refrigerator for your lunch. I doubt that, Fulton. Baseball is back. Yeah, baby. Let's go Yankees. Okay. All right. Saying hi to Preston, saying hi to Kadani Sean. Oh, April Fools. I see you, Fulton. I see you. He's eating nachos right now. Be on soon. I haven't sent the link yet, but I will in a minute. Yes, the big day I have been waiting for. Sandy, welcome in. My personal bully says cricket. I don't know. Oh, saying hi to cricket. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the sport. I like today's game, the Toronto Blue Jays and the Yankees. Good game. Yeah, so the Blue Jays and the Yankees are right now. And the big Aaron Judge, who might be on my predictions conversation later today and or Sunday, is up to bat against Ryu right now. But anyway, the Dodger game will be on in about 3 hours. We'll be watching that also. Michael says, yesterday when I was outside, I could smell spring, right? That fresh air reminds me of when it was a new high school baseball season for me. Michael, I remember that back in the day. Oh, what it would have been 86, 87, 88 for me. Sophomore, junior, senior year. It was a lot of fun. Hey, my mom, what's going on? My mom, baseball. What's that? Can't live with Jeff and not know baseball. Yeah, I might be a baseball nut. My mom and my wife are probably the only two people on the planet who understand that I actually love baseball even more than I love Disney. Just saying hello back to the game, says Surf Bum. Hello to you. Welcome in. I need some more sleep back later. No problem. Cricket. Everybody saying hi to everybody. So let me know in the chat who's your team. I know a few of you. I see your names, and some of you I already know. Francisco's a Dodger fan. I think Nick's a Yankee fan. You know, I know some of you, but I'm a big Dodgers fan. I grew up in San Diego, California. I now live in Texas. So I root for the Rangers. They're not going to be very good this year, but I root for them because they're the home team, right? But I'm from San Diego, but I was never a Padres fan. I never rooted against them. I mean, I did when the Dodgers and Padres play, I'm definitely rooting for the Dodgers. But so I kind of root for the Padres, but not very much because they're my Dodgers rival. I want them to do good, just not as good as my Dodgers. But I'm a big-time Dodgers fan. What say you? Follow the Reds. That's right, Sean. You told me that. I love the Reds. Reds are going to be good this year. A couple people are picking Luis Castillo as a Cy Young Award candidate. I agree. That changeup he has, that slider he has, he's a good pitcher. I wanted to pick them. I haven't got to my picks yet. We'll get to my picks here in a minute, or at some point during the first game, I'm sure. I wanted to pick the Reds to get into the playoffs, but I did not. I do not. I like what I see, but not enough. That's a really bad division too. So I really wanted to go out and pick them, but I did not. But yeah, the Reds, Big Red Machine, man, they've been great. So let's send out some invites. I'm going to send an invite out to a couple people who may or may not show up over the next 6 hours. And I won't share the names in case they don't show up, but let's do that real fast. There we go. So 10 of you in the house right now. We got up to about 19 or so. We dropped down to about 7. I see that. You guys, it's going to be a long opportunity for a show to come in and come out. You don't need to stay. Look, I can't imagine anybody's going to stay for the full 6 hours, but I'm going to be watching this game and the Dodger game, probably one stream, for the day. Feel free to pop in and out, say hi when you can, watch in the background, whatever you got. For me, I've got the game right here and I've got you guys right here. Turn down my audio because I didn't want to interrupt the show. Probably will put my earphones in at some point for the Dodger game, but for right now, I'm just watching Ryu face Aaron Hicks, 2 up, 2 down so far after Garrett Cole shut down Toronto in the first inning. I'm going to send a text to my buddies who I just sent that invite to. Again, I see that Kadani Sean let me know that he's rooting for the Reds. Let me know who you're rooting for, who your team is. Do you care about this game at all? And if we're new, let me know where you found me. I'd love to know that. There we go. And Candy Mom, 15 in the house, Cardinals fan. My dad was a big Cardinals fan. I always liked, I collect Cardinal stuff, mostly my dad who's passed away now, but he was a big Cardinals fan. So I would pick up stuff for him. Went to a conference out in St. Louis. Didn't get to go to a game. It was, we were there while they were in the playoffs. It was great. And it was actually, we were staying at the, I don't remember what the hotel name was. It was right across the street. We could hear the crowd. But that was pretty neat. It made for a fun event. But the day before the playoff game, I and one of my employees went on a tour. I'm a big Satchel Paige fan. I actually have an autographed baseball of Satchel Paige. If you're an old fan like me, you'll know who Satchel Paige is. Don't look back. You might find somebody's chasing you, Satchel Paige. One of the great right-handed pitchers of all time. Anyway, I went on a tour, and the tour guide was a very, very, very sweet old man who was a Browns fan. The Browns played the Cardinals in the World Series when they were both St. Louis teams. St. Louis Browns, St. Louis Cardinals in 1944. And I actually have a press pin. You know, they'd give press a pin so they could give them access, and they're valuable. And I have a press pin from 1944 of the Browns. And this guy who gave me the tour was a big Satchel Paige fan. Had some really neat stories. So that was really fun for me. And what a beautiful park that is. And again, my dad was a big Cardinals fan, so that was always fun. Kind of hate the Cardinals because they keep beating my Dodgers in the playoffs. 85, Ozzie Smith hit that big home run off of Tom Niedenfuer. More recently, Matt Adams, big lefty home run off of Clayton Kershaw. They're just good. They're really good. Who's playing at high? Hey, Rock and Robin. So right now we've got the Yankees versus the Blue Jays. And later on, we got my Dodgers in Colorado. Michael says, let's go Mookie Betts. We miss you in Boston, but keep going. Boy, what a pickup he was. I love Verdugo. I like Verdugo. I like him a lot. But, I mean, compared to Betts, it's hard to say. But you guys got a good ball player there, too. But, yeah, Betts, he's not Trout, but he's everybody else, right? I mean, he is probably the second best player in baseball. And that's saying something. We don't win the World Series without him. That catch against the Padres, shoot, Padres were playing good. When he doesn't make that catch, we might not get even out of that round, let alone get to play the Braves, let alone get to go beat the Rays. So, yeah, Mookie Betts, what a trade that was for my Dodgers. Tenny in the house, I saw. Again, we were up at 18 or so. We were down at 8. We got Tenny in the house. It's going to be a 6-hour or so show today, so feel free to pop in and pop out. Say hi when you're here. Enjoy some baseball. Turn on your game at your place and talk a little baseball with me as we enjoy the season. Yeah, there you go. So Yankees versus Cardinals. Well, this game right now is the Yankees versus the Blue Jays. Anyway, Garrett Cole's on the hill for the Yankees, and he's filthy. This is neat. He talked about 2 days ago he was already nervous. Kid grows up a Yankees fan, gets to free agency, gets to sign there. After he signs, he tells everybody there was never any doubt. All the negotiation was BS. He was signing with the Yankees because he's a Yankees fan. He wanted to play for the Yankees. Last year's his first year with the Yankees, and he doesn't get to pitch in front of fans. So today is his first time starting pitching for the Yankees on the hill in Yankee Stadium in front of fans. And he's a $300 million contract, multi superstar, Cy Young Award winner. And he says 2 days ago he was nervous for tonight or for today's game. How cool is that? Garrett Cole went to college at UCLA with Trevor Bauer. They hated each other. That's a fun story. and Garrett Cole, elite pitcher. Trevor Bauer, elite pitcher. Oh, base hit, if not an error on the shortstop there, getting the guy on first base runner of the season for anybody, but for the Blue Jays. Yeah, that's a hard play, but he should have made the play. I bet it's a hit, but he should have made that play. Anyway, Bauer and Cole don't like each other at all. Cole ends up in New York, where he was a fan as a kid. The next year, Bauer wins the Cy Young Award winner, plays around with Cole, telling him he was going to go play for the Yankees, but ends up in his favorite uniform as a kid, also the Dodgers. And I don't want to give away who I'm picking in the World Series this year because we'll be doing that on Sunday. But it might involve a Bauer versus Cole game 1, game 4, and game 7, which reminds me, Sunday night during Sunday Night Baseball all year long, God willing, health-wise, family-wise, stuff happens, of course, but base hit. Was that Guerrero? Line drive up the middle, almost takes Cole's head off, first and second now. Nobody out. Jay's got something going here. Yeah, that was Vlad Jr. Boy can mash. Anyway, every Sunday night during the season, God willing, family stuff will come first. But Sunday night, I'll be here. Hopefully you'll be here. We'll be watching the Sunday night game of the week. And I can't wait. I'm really, really, really excited about it. Vlad Guerrero mashes that line drive up the middle for the first clean hit of the year, second hit of the year. First hit for him, obviously. Watching him take batting practice the year before he made the team, everyone went nuts. Like, obviously, Vlad Guerrero Jr. means he's got the pedigree. His daddy was Vlad Guerrero, one of my favorite players to ever watch. The ball just sounds different off of his bat. It's just amazing. So, pretty cool. Welcome in, Michael. Welcome in, Rock and Robin. A couple Michaels in the house. Francisco, hope you're still having a great time. Again, every Sunday night we'll be doing this, and we'll do it on other opportunities too. I'm not going to say I'm going to go every night watching baseball every night. I'm not going to say I'm not, though. I love baseball a lot, and if you guys like it, we'll be doing more of this. Mostly I'm a Disney channel currently. When I started my channel, it was going to be Disney, family, faith, food, and sports. And I'm going to bring the sports back because I just want to. If you don't know, you should know. Thursday nights during football, Thursday Night Football. It's a show I started in, actually, with three of us. My buddy Kelly from Myers and the Mouse and my buddy Pete from now the Pete McDevitt Show, new channel name, who might be joining me here in a minute. Oh, base hit could have the first run of the season. We do. Base hit for the Jays to center. 1-0 Blue Jays. Garrett Cole already getting hit here in the second inning. Candy Mom, sorry, I can't type as much. Last game I went to, Ozzie and Strawberry Days. Need to fix that. Yeah, I love Ozzie Smith. I have some great Ozzie Smith stories. Big fan of that guy. We'll have to share. But anyway, don't work too hard. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, so Sunday Night Baseball will be a lot of fun. There you go. So Gurriel got a base hit. It is 1-0 Toronto. Thursday Night Football on Pete McDevitt's channel, NFL Watch Party. Every Thursday night during the football season, me and him and Kelly go live, and we talk about the game. Peanut Butter 524, long time no see. Peanut Butter, go Astros. I remember you were an Astros fan. How are you, my friend? Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your Astros having to get booed in front of some fans this year. They're I don't know if they got the pitching for it anymore, but they might still win the AL West. But anyway, NFL Watch Party is a lot of fun. Three of us go live and watch some football and talk some football. We will be having a draft show coming up soon over on Pete McDevitt's channel. That'll be a lot of fun. You'll definitely want to check that out. Magic of the Mouse Radio. I just got your text. I haven't responded yet because I've been talking to my friends. Go Phillies. That's my buddy Bill from Magic of the Mouse Radio. If you guys like killing time before I work, Peanut Butter, don't work too hard today, but welcome in. If you guys like Disney music, you got to get to know my buddy Magic of the Mouse Radio. Great guy, great content. Listening to, really, if you like Disney music, you really only have two places to go now. Radio Disney went away, right? So Radio Disney, I can't believe it. Disney's been doing it for what, a couple decades, right? And it's gone now. Where do you go? You go to Magic of the Mouse Radio. You could go to Sirius XM. They've got a new Disney channel too, the Disney Classics. But that's proof that Sirius XM is doing that Bill's going to be crushing it with the tunes of the Magic Kingdom. So check out Magic of the Mouse Radio. Look them up on Google or send me a note and I'll send you a link. I've got a show on there too, which I'm late on, but I'll get that stuff. Marlins fan, says Sandy. Nice. I didn't know you were a Marlins fan, Sandy. They had a good year last year. And actually, I really like their pitching a lot. They could do well still. Big fan of Kim Ng. She was really innovative in LA, and she's the first female general manager in Major League Baseball at the Marlins. I hope she has success there. I'm not as big of a fan of Derek Jeter as I am of her, just because I heard her in some interviews when she was with the Dodgers. She's bounced around to a couple organizations. She's honestly wanted to be the first female GM. And listening to her some interviews when she was in LA, I just became a fan. She's just a brilliant lady. So I'm excited about that. Not because she's a lady, because I like her. Don't really care that she's a lady or a dude, but I mean, it's a big deal, right? Yeah, we were going to get booed, says Peanut Butter. Yeah, being an Astros fan. Peanut Butter, you're going to have to come back when there's Astros night. I've got a shirt that looks like it says Astros, but it might say something else. I think it says asterisks. Anyway, yeah, I know. You have a show on Magic Mouse. I know, I kind of do. I haven't even sent you the promo yet. I'll do that today. I'll do that when we're done here. But anyway, yeah, this has been it's been a lot of fun growing on YouTube and getting to know people like Peanut Butter, who I haven't seen in quite a while, Magic Mouse Radio, who are friends, and I hope to do that here with the baseball thing too. We had a lot of success with football or on Pete McDevitt's channel, and it's just a lot of fun. So I'm glad you're here. Got 16 of you in the house right now. Candy Mom, Peanut Butter, Sandy Norris, Magic Mouse Radio, and lots of others. Do you guys think that was really Michael K? I have my doubts, right? It's probably somebody pretending to be Michael K. But that would, Michael, if you're still here, cool. But that would be, he's seriously my favorite. So that's kind of cool. But from what I hear, people put up fake stuff like that all the time. So who knows? Anyway, Cole getting out of a little trouble. He gave up one, struck out Grichuk to end the top of the second, but the Astro. Oh, no. Excuse me. That was only the second out. Second out. Excuse me. Filthy pitch. It was a slider down and away. Randall thought it was a strike. It was not. Good seeing fans in the stands fully empty. See, Garrett Cole thought it was 3 outs too. Garrett Cole deked me there, walking off the field thinking it's the third out, and he made me think so too. Growing up in San Diego, I got to watch a lot of future Hall of Famers move from San Diego to other teams, Ozzie Smith, Roberto Alomar, and I never really became a Roberto Alomar fan because as talented as he was, I was at a couple games and I saw him a couple times, not know how many outs there were, and it stuck with me. And it's funny too, when he made the All-Star, or excuse me, when he made the Hall of Fame, people talked about what a brilliant guy he was, what a great baseball mind he was. And I couldn't get in my head his whole career. I couldn't become a fan of his, as good as he was, because a couple times I watched him, you know how many outs there were. It bugged me. Anyway, Garrett Cole just thought it was the third out, and he fooled me. Right now we got the Yankees at home versus Toronto, Peanut Butter. My Dodgers will be in Colorado in about 2.5 hours. We'll be watching that also. Your Astros look pretty good because of the division they're in. I'm not picking them to win the division, but many are. They lost a lot of players. They lost probably the best leadoff hitter, certainly the best power hitting leadoff hitter since Ricky Henderson and George Springer. And that's going to hurt them a lot. We'll see how they do. First and second, 2 outs. Cole pitching to Jansen, trying to get out with only 1 run given up. Fastball away, no. Let me put in a DraftKings line, bro. You know what? I play DraftKings too. I didn't do one today. I probably still will. You know what? I will. Peanut Butter, I will. I'm going to head over to DraftKings right now. Bill, I'm texting you back right now, whatever works. Yeah, you know what, Peanut Butter, I'm going to do that too. You talked me into it. 3-2 count now. Runners are going to be moving. 12 of you in the house. I really appreciate you being here. If you're brand new here, my name is Jeff Dole. Devs the channel. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Stick around. We got a lot of sports and a lot of Disney content and all kinds of other stuff too. Love to have you join the channel. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do it all season long, watching some baseball and hanging out. The show will probably get a little fancier, but not that much. Fires always makes an excuse not to play us since he left. Whatever. So Astros fans don't like Mike Fiers. I and everyone else on the planet love Mike Fiers. It's hard when your team's cheating because then you have to be on that side. But don't, because they cheated. I'm actually pretty furious about it, to be honest with you. All right, I'm going to do a DraftKings lineup right now. You guys want to do DraftKings lineup with me? Want to help me out? Sandy says, please share his channel. Oh, thank you, Sandy. You're very sweet. You're very sweet. Just have a good time. All right, I'll hit the first one. It's a quarter. It doesn't matter. That's right. I set one up already. I forgot. So I've got Darvish and Hendricks pitching, Barnhart catching, Muncy and Lux, Turner, Tatis, Gallo, Peterson, Hernandez. Sure, I'll enter another one. Why not? See if I can show you guys my lineup. Is there a way I can? Is there a way I can screenshot my lineup and show you guys what I'm doing? It's got to be, right? It's got to be. 14 of you in the house. I appreciate every single one of you hanging out, watching a little baseball with me. Let's see. See if it gives me the option to do that. 3-2 count. 2 outs, first and second. See if he can get out of the inning. And he does. Filthy fastball in the outer half. Jansen couldn't pull the trigger. I don't understand how you take a pitch so close, 3-2. You got a man on second. Put the ball in play, man. Oh, whatever. He's hurt right now I saw that he got hurt. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. So I teach a class. Right now we're doing my classes are for junior hires, and it's a debate class. And we did famous speeches. And I just showed them last Friday the who's on first, what's on second. It was fun. All right. I don't know if I don't think I can screenshot that. I'll just show you like this. Let's show you. So on DraftKings, here's my lineup for the day. I've just got 2 little 25-cent games. Nothing big, but it was fun. The great Yu Darvish on the hill. Kyle Hendricks also, who's, I can tell you I went with him because he's playing Pittsburgh in there. I think I could hit in their lineup. I went with Barnhart because I needed to save some money. Put Muncy over there. Why not? It's in Colorado. I played with a lot of Dodgers because, they're in Colorado. Why wouldn't you, right? Lux, who's been crushing it in the spring, is starting at second base. JT, why? Again, they're in Colorado. You're going to put anybody who plays in Colorado, you're going to get the hitters in there if you can, right? Arizona, the same thing. I'm obviously a big Dodgers fan, too. Put Fernando Tatis in at short. Costs a lot, but boy, does he put numbers up, and he's got Bumgarner, who used to be elite, but I think my grandma could hit him right now. I went with Gallo. Why? Risk reward, right? Keller, can't tell you much about him. Gallo, mashes. Will he have a good year? Probably not. Honestly, I don't know why. If you're pitching against the Rangers, you'd throw him a strike. But the thinking being the Rangers are going to be losing a lot. Why not throw him a strike? I don't know. We'll see. Gallo could be an MVP if you could get a lineup around him. I really believe that. But the situation he's got currently, I don't know why anyone would throw him a strike. So I don't know. We'll see. I went with Kike, who I love, former Dodger in Boston. I see that kid having a great year. Do you see his more of his jerseys have been sold than Mike Trout jerseys? That's crazy. But anyway, he's in Boston. I really see him having a big year, and I'm pretty sure they're throwing a lefty. Is it John Means? I think Baltimore's throwing John Means, and he matches lefties. Really, really, really see him having a big year. And the guy who I'll probably pick to win the National League home run title, another former Dodger. That's not on purpose necessarily, but boy, there's a lot of Dodgers and former Dodgers on my lap today. The great Jock Peterson. I love him. He's got a right-handed pitcher. He's in Chicago. Now, the problem with that is it's like 35 degrees in Chicago today, so I doubt a lot of home runs are going to be happening in Chicago, so it's probably a bad pick. I'm not going to go back and change it, though. Didn't know it was going to be that cold. I made this lineup 2 days ago, got to be honest with you. But anyway, there's my lineup. I could probably put here. Let's see if we pull out Peterson. See if we got a deal there. He only cost $3,400. I got an extra 100, so I could find somebody else. I could go with Christian Pache. He's got Nola though. He's pitching against Nola. He's a stud in Philly. Duvall, Tapia. He hits lefty. It's against Kershaw. I can go with Lorenzo Canes, but he's got Maeda. Tommy Phan's got Bumgarner. I don't hate that. Dylan Carlson's got Castillo. I'm going to stick with Peterson. Peterson had a massive, massive spring training. And again, It's like 8 degrees in Chicago. Not really. Mid-30s. So I doubt there's going to be a ton of home runs there, but I'll stick with it. I'm way behind in chat. Let's get caught up. 13 of you still in the house. I really, really appreciate you being here. Again, 6 hours of baseball live. I'm not saying I'm going to watch the late game. I may. We'll see. My butt will be sore by then, probably, to be honest with you. But, no need to stay the whole time. Feel free to. I will. Jay Skywalker still has a better last name than me. Is in the house. Welcome in. I'm really glad to see you here. Michael says, Tim McCarver was one of my favorite announcers. I just really enjoyed every game he covered. McCarver was good. I liked McCarver. I'm a big Vin Scully guy. Got a couple nice Vin Scully stories for you. I will save you sometime during the season. I'm sure I will share it. Cool. Magic the Mouse. I see that. No problem. Who's on first? One's on second. There you go, Jay. Love it. Abbott Costello. Bill from Magic the Mouse says I should have taken Nola. Aaron, the catcher. No, I know you mean your pitcher. I do see him having a big year, honestly. I think your Phillies have a shot. Their bullpen was their problem last year. Historically, one of their worst bullpens ever, honestly. I think it'll be better. I don't love what they did. They spent a lot of money. I liked Alvarado, but that was 2 years ago. Whoa, little highlights of a snow game in Detroit. Look at that. So if you're watching what I'm watching, you're watching a highlight. Ooh, Miggy Cabrera goes deep. Is that a home run or a double? I don't know. In the snow, I'm a little confused. I thought he had a home run, but he slid in a second. Regardless, baseball in the snow? Derek Jeter's first opening day was in the snow. I saw an interview today, and he mentioned that. That was kind of fun. Anyway, Mickey Bunch in the house. What's going on, Kelly? Love you. Hope you're having a great day. Ninja watching. Don't really know anything about baseball, but adore you. There's a hilarious video from a couple of years ago. A German actor. Hey, Brian NASCAR. Long time no see. Welcome back. Maybe I'll send him a little note, see if I can get permission to play his video. It's pretty darn funny. I'll share it. Or I'll see if I can get it another time. 6 hours of Dole Whip data, right? I think I'd rather get a tooth extracted. I had that just recently. No fun. Like 15, Bill. Here, let's see. I think he's at like 29.86 or something. Miggy Cabrera. Lifetime hit total. Let's see. 28.66. Okay, so I'm off. So he's 34 away. And he just got one. So he's 33 away now. Jay says, could have gone with Bugs Bunny team. Bugs on first, Bugs on second. That was one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. Hey, bada. Swing, bada. Yeah, little Bugs Bunny never hurt anybody. I had the Upper Deck Bugs Bunny cards, 89, 90. Dan Wynn in the house. How you doing, Dan? Long time no see. I don't think I've seen an MLB game in a blue road uni like the Blue Jays are wearing today since the 1980s. The Rangers have some baby powder blues. Is that powder blue, baby blue? That really kind of looks sweet. But yeah, Dan, other than the Rangers wearing that color, I don't think I've ever seen it. I kind of like it. When the Rangers wear that, I mean, it's definitely a secondary jersey for the Rangers. They look cool. They got cool hats. I like it. But yeah, I can't say I've ever liked a Blue Jay jersey until today. So, jersey talk with Dope Dad. Dan, hope you're having a great day. Long time no see. Love seeing your name in chat. Foul ball. Ooh, that was close. Foul ball. Still weird seeing masks on people. Looking at is that the third base coach there wearing a mask? I see somebody. Give me one of these when you're ready or something like that. You good? All right. We got my friend who I mentioned earlier, Pete McDevitt. The channel is now called The Pete McDevitt Show. Pete.
I've been here for like 20 minutes.
Oh, I don't hear volume. Uh-oh. It's my volume issue. Hold on.
I came in when I saw the Mickey Bunch was here. She promised she'd be wearing that polka dot dress. And I was like, oh, I'm coming over them.
It's because I don't have my earphones.
That'll do it.
You want to carry it for a minute while I run downstairs and I'll get my headphones?
I will be glad to carry your show for you.
You cool with that?
Welcome, everybody. This is the Dole Whip Dad Hour as we talk baseball and prophecy.
I'll be right back.
Into left field for the Yankees. How about right now Detroit playing in the snow? I saw Cabrera almost go deep one hop on the wall in the snow, and that was awesome. So welcome in. Great to see Dan, Jay. Hello. Great to see you, Francisco. I need a sound guy. Magic of the Mouse. No better sound guy than Magic of the Mouse. Radio/TV/ I'm taking over everything. Magic of the Mouse. He was out in front of the right foot there. and dropped it in. Nice job. Exit velocity at only 66.2. That's crazy. So great to see everybody in here today supporting Jeff. I'm not sure how many of you are in here because I can't see it from my end here when I'm in here as a guest, but I'm happy to be here hanging out, watching a little bit of baseball and enjoying an empty chair. Has Jeff ever sounded better than right now? Could anybody tell me? When has Jeff, Dole Whip Dad, sounded better than right now? Let's listen. Let's listen. Jeff, how do you feel about that? Yep, that's the best he's ever sounded. Andy Coog, what's up? Playing in the slow. Do they use yellow baseball? No, they don't, Jay. It's still a white baseball, but it's pretty awesome. 1996, the Yankees home opener was in the snow. Was it, Dan? I don't remember that far back on that. So, what hot dog vendor does Baltimore have pitching today? Nobody. Rained out, Bill.
One more second.
Rained out. Baltimore is rained out. So, nice. 86 off speed. Went up top. Nice pitch. So great to see everybody in here today hanging out. Jeff, we were discussing how good you were saying. So since you're putting in earphones, you can't even hear me. So we were just discussing how good Dole Whip Dad sounds today. There's the Mickey Bunch.
I can hear you now. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. Sitting here. Rockin' Robin, what's up? Andrew Ford, great to see you as well. Another 91. Breaking ball at the knees. Drop down in front.
Andrew Ford popped in. Andy Coog popped in. Yeah. How are you, Pete?
I'm doing good. I got some business stuff done. Booked a couple new shows.
Nice. Do we get to hear first dibs or is it a secret?
Disney Connections. I booked them. We're going to do a special Thursday show with those guys and getting them out here. Sunday night, we've got Wrestling with Disney. It's going to be an incredible.
She's great. Yeah, I had her on.
Way to break it off outside.
She was in earlier in the chat. I don't know if she's still here or not, but she was in.
Nina, yeah, she's going to be excellent Sunday night.
Well, she's right up your alley too. Disney and football, me and you. Disney and wrestling, you and Nina.
Yeah, and she's going to be. I've asked her a couple of the. We talked about a couple of the off the wall questions, and her answers were so far off the wall. I think a little crap. So
when she was on my show, I did not ask the McDevitt style question. So there's things to be learned.
There'll be a lot of naked questions that Sunday.
Hey, Shelly.
So it'll be good. But, yeah, we've got a lot of great people coming up. Shelly's going to be a guest on my show at one point.
Shelly's awesome. Make sure you ask her about her photography.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
You know,
she did a trivia show. I only caught it at the end. I think it was our last episode. It was an 80s night. It was like at midnight. And I don't know why. I think it was like right after one of my shows, whatever. But I caught it one night and it was a blast. And then so I'm like, oh, hey, I'll be there every week. So no, I'm done with that. But I loved it. It was
did he touch it? Oh, he got it all. Son of a gun. It's got to be Judge. No, it's not.
So Sanchez is up. You must be ahead again.
No, I just looked over and I just saw the back end of the swing. Sanchez and Judge on the back end of their swing both look the same with that high arcing swing when they hit a home run. That's all I saw.
I'm just saying, I'm watching. Nothing's happened yet, and now it has. So Sanchez just went yard. So you're a good 15. It's just like in football, right? Well, that's what I get. I'm on YouTube TV.
Wow, that was a bomb. 2-1 bad guys.
That's big too, because Gary Sanchez, people are picking him to win, not to win the MVP, but to be an all-star catcher again. And then other people are like, hey, this is the end of his career. He's not going to get anything. Hey, Jace, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you in here.
Yeah, Yankees game, 2-1 Yankees over Toronto, bottom of 2.
If Sanchez hits 25, that lineup is insane. You got Voit or whatever. You got Judge. You got Stanton. You got LeMahieu. I'm worried about their pitching, but it might not matter. I mean, everybody says the AL East is stacked.
God, you know what? As he took his step or two out of the box, he looked like Rodriguez when he used to hit him.
A little bit, yeah. The high end finish, whatever.
Yeah, that was something.
Before you were in, I don't know if you were watching or not. We were talking about your show on Thursday nights, and that there's going to be a draft show. It can't be too far in the future, right? The draft's a couple weeks away, so that'll be a lot of fun.
25th and 26th, I believe it is, Thursday and Friday night.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
we will be live with hopefully some of my my counterparts, my color team coming in and giving their feelings on it too. Tommy from Corner Sports actually asked me if he could join us for a little bit and talk a little bit
Tommy's great.
about some of his Patriots, and I said, yeah. Ty Hilton, I gave up a lot of money to stay. You're a jerk. Sorry.
Ty Hilton. What?
T.Y. Hilton turned down the Ravens for a lot of money to stay with the Colts.
Oh, like what are we talking about? You talking about Tommy?
I just saw it come up on ESPN. I'm not happy.
Gotcha,
I would have rather had Ty Hilton than who we got from the Chiefs, but lifestyle.
Receivers. I'll take it's like DB. I'll take the young guy I've never heard of over the old guy with a big contract. How many middle of the career wide receiver free agent signings have worked out in the NFL history? Not many. I mean, there's some. Of course, there's some.
Oh, here and there.
Not many.
Jace would like to know your favorite team, Jeff.
I'm a big Dodgers fan.
Astros fan, he is?
No. I'm a big Dodgers fan. I root for the Rangers because I live here in Fort Worth. And I root for the Padres, kind of. I mean, not really. I want them to be good, but I want them to lose to my Dodgers. So just grew up in San Diego, but I'm a Dodgers fan. But you're an Orioles fan too?
I'm an Orioles fan, and everybody that's playing the Yankees or the Red Sox.
Yeah. You guys in the AL East have a deep hate for either the Yankees or the Red Sox or both if you're somebody else. What do you think about the division this year? I mean, obviously the Orioles aren't the team to beat. But
no, they're not. I mean, division, Yankees have pretty much bought it. Go take it and run. But
I think so too. I don't like their pitching, but people are talking a lot about the Rays, who I do still like.
Yeah.
And Toronto, but I think the Yankees have too much firepower if they stay healthy.
Preston's on the floor here. He's a huge Dodger fan. Have you picked all the players yet for DraftKings?
No.
He's working on a DraftKings lineup for Phillies, and
Do I have to fill in all 5 slots?
you have to fill in all 5 slots, and you can't go over your money.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got 2 games going today too on DraftKings. I just went with the same lineup. I did a lineup a couple nights ago.
The other night on the UCLA Michigan game, I hit for $50 on DraftKings, which was nice.
I
just missed. I finished 5th. I could have finished first place. Would have been $200, but
nice. I watched very little college basketball this year. I've been watching the tournament, and I did watch that Michigan game. Being a Southern California kid, I was rooting for UCLA, and that was nice. I can't tell you I knew anything about UCLA at all this year, but it was fun to watch them.
I tried all those websites you sent me, and
I wanted to ask you
because I live in Maryland. They won't let me do it. Maryland is one of the states where they block any offshore gambling.
So you need we should talk off. I'll tell him that. What do I care? You need a what are they called? A VPN, and then you can.
Well, you have to tell me how to do that.
You can be in freaking Uzbekistan for all they know. Yeah, we'll talk offline.
Yeah, because I could have really made good money. My guy that I used to play with retired, and
I think you told me. Yeah,
he was pretty glad that he did because I would have crushed him during college basketball. I think I was tracking it for a while. I was like 30 of 36 at one point.
Wow,
against ATS. So I was like, wow,
nice.
So
yeah, college basketball is not I like to bet on sports, not on college sports so much. Football sometimes, but it's just
I bet on football, but I bet on college basketball, and that's about it.
College basketball is a crap.
You got to roll into that one. It's going to drive left. It's playable.
Hey, Christy's corner in the house. What's going on, my friend?
Christy,
good to see you.
Christy has some makeup for us to put on, I believe. Jeff, you can handle that.
I will not be putting on any makeup. Thank you very much. Our friend Steve is the only one that I know will do that. The NL East is probably the hardest division this year. I mean, a lot of people say that. I'm going to say the NL West because the Dodgers and the Padres are 2 of the 3 best teams in baseball. Now, the other 3 are bad, so I guess it just depends. If you want to say the 5th, which division has the best last team? Okay, you got it. But the hardest division to win this year is going to be the NL West because the Dodgers could be one of the great teams ever.
Now, hold on, I got to stop.
Padres might win 100 also.
Preston, you think Fried is going to have a big game for Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he's going to have a big game, doesn't that mean he's probably going to shut down most of the players for Philly?
Yeah, you can't go with a pitcher against your own lineup.
You got 4 players from Philly going against Fried. You're going to hurt yourself.
You can't be right on both ends of that. Yeah, exactly. Look at Pete. Well, I know your stuff. Simeon up to bat, totally fooled by Cole there. That's hilarious. I know you guys are ahead on the clock. If Pete's ahead, you're probably ahead of what I see too in chat. 21 of you, I hope you're watching the games, having a good time. Somebody, I think Shelly, asked if I'm watching the Tigers game. No, but I saw a highlight.
They keep showing highlights. They just showed another rip. Who ripped this into the corner?
Well, Simeon's up to bat right now, so he just popped up.
That's a nice double and a run. 3-0 Tigers. Detroit on the board. Up there early. That's good. Good for them.
I'm counting in my head. 6, 7. So the highlight just started now. So I'm a good 10 or 12 seconds behind you. That's crazy. Yeah, that is a shot. Looks like the snow has dissipated.
Christy loves that Preston is always on the floor. He is always around. He's in front of the heater is where he is. And great to see you, Brian. NASCAR, good to see you. Yeah.
Dan Wynn says the Padres. Yeah, I think they're going to be really good. Is that what you mean, Dan? They're I mean, you added you and Blake Snell to an already impressive team. Yeah, they lost Clevenger and all
Who's
that.
Who's pitching for the Phillies?
Nola.
Nola's pitching for the Phillies. Where does Nola throw generally?
He's a stud.
He keeps the ball knees low, right? He's not a high pitcher. So odds are you're going to look for somebody that's going to be a more average hitter. That's going to hit for average and hit for power because it's going to be tough to drive the ball. So as you're thinking about players to go against Nola from Atlanta, think about your average hitters rather than your power hitters.
So you said it's freezing up there, yeah? I mean, he's laying by the heater, so your guys are cold still?
It's like 40s outside, So
yeah.
we haven't, we had one day last week where it was 80 degrees and I was jumping for joy. Nice pitch.
Yeah, we're probably 70s today. I think in the next couple of days we're going to be in the mid 80s, and I think by Friday we're in the upper 80s. So
Annie says I can't turn on the game or else my kids won't get any schoolwork done. Well, sacrifices, Annie.
it's opening day, Annie.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. That was a nice pitch right there. Wait till you see his pitch at the knees. He totally tricked him. He was looking outside and away, and he came right in on the knees and buckled.
Yeah, Garrett Cole, man, he's tight.
I love
Bichette's hitting.
Bichette's up. I used to watch Bichette's father play
Yeah, Dante.
for years. So, Mickey Bunch, Kelly's in here. What are you doing today, Kelly? You just hanging around watching baseball?
She's meowing at Annie, which I approve of. Yeah, that old Rockies lineup, man, Larry Walker and Galarraga and Bichette, that was fun to watch. Denny Castillo over at third.
Oh,
They
yeah.
mashed.
Bombs away.
Mm-hmm.
84 in Phoenix. Nice, Nico.
Nice. Hey, Nico, what's going on, my man?
Did you see that Roy Williams retired today?
I did. When I saw his age, I was like, man, that makes me feel old when those guys that I have been a fan of are that old. It's crazy, but I guess that's the way life goes. What a great career. Kansas and then Carolina, two of the
Hard to believe
best
Dean
jobs.
Smith has been gone for so many years. So
Yeah, right?
stand firm till lunchtime. That's funny. 43 degrees for Christy. See, she's right there with me.
Christy, you're in Nashville? I know you're in Tennessee. It's pretty cold for Tennessee, isn't it? Am I crazy? You're Tennessee, aren't you? I'm
Hey, here's another topic. I know, obviously off baseball, but we're watching.
That's okay. Yeah, good.
49ers trade up. 49ers trade up.
I don't get it. I got to be honest. Everybody's acting like they know what they're doing. So you tell me what they're doing. They're going after a quarterback? Everybody says they're going after a quarterback?
They're going after a quarterback. They
Who?
moved the Dolphins down to 6. And
They must really have somebody they want because there's 4, maybe 5. Like one of them's going to drop, right?
Up there. Well, here's
I'd be interested to know your order. I mean, we'll be talking about this on your show here coming up soon, but I don't know what I think on the order of the quarterbacks currently. I love Fields. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence is the top. I love Fields. I love the Zach Wilson kid. Everybody likes this Trey Lance kid. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones is who they're going after. I'm telling you.
Tell me why you think that is. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I don't know, but
He's out of Alabama. He's already running in a pro program. He's got the arm strength. I saw him throw a ball the other day, 60-plus yards in the air on the run. It's a big play for them. Obviously, the Dolphins weren't going for a quarterback. They've got their guy in Tua. Dolphins will drop down. Chase could be somebody for them if they want to build up their wide receivers. If Cincinnati or somebody didn't go ahead against them, Devontae Smith out of Alabama would be in. They're going to go wide receiver, the Dolphins are. It just depends on which one's left.
They've got some good ones, too. I mean, you got the 2 kids from Bama. That kid from LSU can't miss.
Yeah.
Everybody's can't. Hey, Dad builds in the house. Gentlemen, are you ready for some baseball? Magic Mouse says he thinks San Fran traded up twice. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I'd have to look.
Well, they're up to 6. Miami had multiple picks. They're up to 3. Miami drops down to 6. Alabama's going to have a lot of kids go this year. They got a quarterback. Running back's going to go. They got Patrick Surtain's kid. It's a defender.
I could see him coming here to Dallas. I think him or Farley or a lineman are the likely picks here in Dallas. At what are we like? I don't even know what number we are.
You're at 10 or 11.
I think we're 11. Yeah.
What?
Amber got a $2,500 scholarship from the fund.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah.
Got a college scholarship. Additional.
Love it.
You said that would never happen.
I didn't think that would ever happen. This is her letter.
I love it. Congratulations.
How did they do
I
that?
don't know. I have to read more. I just opened it and saw that. I had to read it twice. I was like, what?
Nice. That's 25 more hundred that you don't have to pay.
Congrats, guys. That is amazing.
Awesome. College scholarships. Love it.
Amen. What a blessing. I love it.
Christ looks down on you when you.
Amen. Amen. Andrew says, Jeff, I don't have ESPN, so the only game I get is the Brave game. So, I don't know where you're at, but the MLB package is like $129. You get them all. Okay, Chrissy, I thought you were Tennessee. Yeah. Bill says I played against Dante Bichette in an old guys tournament in Florida. I did not know that. Have you told me that? I would remember that. I hit against him too. Wow, very cool.
All right, what's this? Move this over. So let me see if I've already paid the DirecTV.
Rocket Robin says, if you started baseball team using the streamers, who would they be and what position? Ooh, Rocket Robin. Okay, so Pete, I'm gonna need your help.
Okay.
Robin wants to know, if you started a baseball team using streamers, who would they be and what positions?
Starting a baseball team using streamers. We could actually have some fun with that, I think.
I think so too. Now, are we being serious? Like, what positions that we actually thought they played? Or, like, how do you determine the positions is what I'm asking.
I don't know how you can be serious.
Well, I don't know how you determine the positions then. Like,
you're just kind of picking people and doing it. So.
Well, I'd like to hear what you can come up with.
Yeah. Who else we got here, Joe?
Let's see. Andy Coog saying what to Christy. Francisco's back. What's going on? Brian NASCAR says a junior hockey player got hit in the head by a hockey puck. Oh, geez. I'm sorry to hear that, Brian. I didn't know. Oof, that's horrible. If they have T-Mobile, yes, I saw that. T-Mobile's giving away the MLB package for free.
Yep.
Man. That's
Cynthia's in here with us.
Nice. I know that song.
Candy Mom's here.
That song's from my era.
Yep.
So I don't know. How do you pick the streamers? You tell me.
I would put Shep as my catcher because he would talk to the batters.
Okay. I no argument for me.
Let's see. First base, I would put Prince Charming Dev because he's like 6'8".
That's a good call. That's a good. I've never seen him throw, but I bet he's got an arm just because he's big and long. But that's a good call. Yeah. Throw. If I'm at short or at third, I want him over at first. That's for sure.
up the middle, you want a good tandem that's going to work together that nodes each other like the back of their hand. Good and call. I would go with the twins from PTV.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not
bad. Third base. Who do I put on third base?
Need somebody solid, somebody consistent, somebody with power.
That crazy Disney lady.
Ooh, why? I like that. Tell me why.
She's just a strong power in the community and does a lot of great stuff. My designated hitter would be paging Mr. Morrow.
Ooh, tell me why.
He could have a beverage while he's like he could have a beverage over there while he's relaxing.
Pete, my senior year, we had 2 games a week, right? And I was our third pitcher, so I was the first reliever, and I got to DH. It was the best. Our stat girls were super hot. It was like my dream.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun.
Shelly, did you both grow up fans of sports? Yeah, I mean, I was a diehard Orioles fan. The year that I started watching football was the year the Colts left, so I became a Tampa Bay Bucks fan for that reason. I didn't start watching. The first year the Ravens won the Super Bowl, I actually was not a fan. I was not a big fan of them. It took me time to come around that they were going to be the new Baltimore team and stay here. So finally came around after that for the second World Series. Second Super Bowl. I got to enjoy that. But I've been a diehard Orioles fan all my life.
So who are your favorite players? I mean, Ripken and Murray and.
I mean, I love all those guys because they're Orioles my favorite. I'm a diehard baseball fan.
When did you start becoming a fan? Like, what's your first? For me, 77. I was 7 years old. That was the year that I started. So a lot of my favorite, the 77 Dodgers are like my favorite team. What year was your first?
74. I was 5 years old. I started collecting.
What year? I didn't.
1974. I was 5. I started collecting.
74. Okay, so I see your Steve Garvey was MVP. So
yeah,
Baltimore. What do you got? Belanger.
I'm a
Say again?
diehard. And I played on a travel team for Mark Belanger. He was my
I
coach.
think I'm remembering that.
So
I was just trying to think of Orioles back then. I mean,
Belanger and
Ooh.
Rick Dempsey and
Dempsey, good call.
Doug DeCinces, Al Bunbury, Paul.
Yeah,
Blake,
there you go. Yeah.
Go into
Now
all.
you had some pitchers too. What, you had Palmer and you had
Palmer, McNally, Cuellar.
Cuellar. There you go, the lefty. Yeah, good stuff.
We had some. You can go into the '80s with McGregor and Martinez and Dennis Martinez. He was with us years before he became huge with Montreal and everything. So I mean, we've had some good times.
Well, and how did we not mention Brooke Robinson? I mean, your Hall of Fame third baseman over there.
He's one of the best ever. I've met Brooks many a times. Boot Powell, met her many times.
Boot Powell, good call. My grandma stepped on my Boot Powell rookie card when I was a kid. I'm still mad at her. She's been gone for a while.
Fan of those guys. But my overall most favorite player of all time is Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, you mentioned that before. Well, he's a good one. He's a good one to love.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
It's hard to say. I mean, I'm not a modern day Yankee fan. Steinbrenner and the years of buying stuff and everything kind of took it from me. But I am a huge fan of like 61, 62 back to Murderers Row of that time in baseball and the Yankees and their feud with the Red Sox and when the teams took trains to go from city to city. It's just I think my all-time favorite movie out of everything it's done and Academy Awards and everything is still Billy Crystal's 61.
Talking about Mantle, I mean, he's been carrying around a beat up, but nonetheless a 52 Mantle in his wallet for years. And I think I'm a Billy Crystal fan for a lot of reasons, but that's one of the reasons. Him talking about baseball. I remember listening to him. He was on a show in LA. Bob Costas was the guy interviewing Billy Crystal on an LA radio station when I was with my grandparents. So I was probably junior high or something. And he talked about his love for baseball. And I became a Billy Crystal fan from there. Mouse Talk in the house talking about your Orioles. Are we allowed to have two Orioles fans at once? Well, you want to pop on? Let me know. I can send you an invite.
Hoyt Wilhelm, not only did he pitch for the Orioles, my dad babysat watched kids for what nice ground ball, nice play, simple move over first. See you, Judge. Take a seat, you clown. My dad babysit for Hoyt Wilhelm, and in addition to getting paid, minimum dollars that the Wilhelms paid him to watch their two boys while his wife worked and did stuff. Hoyt Wilhelm taught my dad how to throw a knuckleball, and that's who my dad learned how to throw, and my dad taught me. So indirectly, 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, I learned the knuckleball from one of the greatest knuckleball pitchers to ever play the game, Hoyt Wilhelm,
that's amazing. I'm
true,
jealous of that.
Very true story. And I taught my son before I got hurt. So Preston now knows. So it's Hoyt Wilhelm has come down 3 generations through our family, which is pretty cool.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
I played around with a knuckleball. I pitched and I played around with it. I could make it not spin. I couldn't make it move. Hey, Tommy, what's going on? Tommy from Corner Sports, my band. Tommy, I don't know. What is the magic? Like, how do you make it dance? Like
the key is, and I don't know if I can do it with my hand. The key is the grip, okay, and getting your fingers strong enough to push or transition. I could make that thing go right, go left, go up, go down.
I couldn't do it. I tried.
I struck out Brian Jordan to win the county championship from Atlanta.
Brian Jordan, the Falcon and the Brave?
Yep. Brian and I played together on a travel team, and he played for Milford Mill. I played for Catonsville, and I actually struck him out with a knuckleball to win the county championship.
That's freaking awesome. I love that story. All my stories against famous people, they did better than me, so I don't tell them as much as
I got plenty of 7 degrees when it comes to baseball. The Billy Crystal thing, the biggest story that I love from Billy Crystal is when he was on Dinah Shore with Mickey Mantle, telling Dinah Shore about how Mickey Mantle hit one in Yankee Stadium one day. He goes, he hit the ball, pulled it so hard, he hit it out of the park to my grandma's house, which is like 4 blocks over. It was one of the greatest things.
I going to the Wayback Machine for Dinah Shore talk. I remember watching Mantle and some of the other greats. And do you ever watch the old Home Run Derby show?
I just watched one earlier today.
Oh, did you really?
Willie Mays. Willie Mays was going against Al Kaline.
So Mays was only on a couple times, but that show, you should go back and watch that show. If you don't, I mean, they're all on YouTube. You can find them.
Yeah, it's black and white, hitting the ball into somebody's neighbor's house in that field.
So that was Wrigley Field, LA. It's now been
LA.
torn down. But if you hit a blast in left, you're taking out a window.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. There's like a community center there or whatever. But yeah, I used to watch those when ESPN was brand new and they didn't have all the content. They had some garbage content. That was some of the garbage content that I loved.
Yeah, they used to play on that. Those were great.
Dan wants to know if you ever met Cal Ripken. I'll let him answer, but first I'll dive in. I went to an event here in Texas. It was a football leadership conversation event. I was a Boys and Girls Club executive director at the time, and we got to go and we got to see a bunch of famous coaches. But the star of the show was Cal Ripken. I got to take a picture with him. Super, super, super nice guy. At least he was that day. Have you met Cal Ripken? I know your buddy, my buddy, and your buddy Walt, another Orioles fan, not a Ripken fan, more of a Murray fan.
My cousin Walt says my cousin married Al Kaline's nephew. That's
no way.
Cool. Well, Al Kaline used to play right here in Baltimore. He used to hit home runs. Walt knows off the Montgomery Ward's building down in Baltimore, which is great. Tina Marie is here. She was talking to me about, Tina was talking about Walt earlier.
Hey, if he could pack it, he could pack it.
He could pack it. I'm not sure what he was referencing, Jeff.
I'm not sure either, but I can guess.
Pack it somewhere.
I mean, he's pretty
Cal
solid.
Ripken, my uncle, who's a concert promoter here in Maryland, he actually played basketball at Cal Ripken's house a couple times a week as Cal was playing here in Baltimore when he had his house out in Timonium area, which was pretty cool. So yeah, I met Cal once. I actually have hanging in my basement. So my dad worked at the stadium 82 to 88. He was the usher in the executive offices, right?
82, Ripken's rookie year.
Yeah, right where all the Orioles came out. So when we won the World Series in 83, my dad got a bat from every player on the team that he collected. And we had the whole entire team. Ripken's bat was actually a batting practice World Series used bat. He had one of the bats that Cal used in the World Series for batting practice. And it's signed by Cal, and I have it in a case downstairs. That's with awesome. his rookie card. The only bat we don't have is Dan Ford. I shattered Dan Ford.
So do you remember when we first met, my Dan Ford bat story?
Yep.
Like, I remember, I don't even think I knew you yet when we were having this conversation. I've owned only a few bats in my life. I owned Don Mattingly's son, Preston Mattingly's bat. Very few. But Dan Ford's bat, what are the odds that would be the first bat I ever owned? I wish I still had it. I'd give it to you, but I don't. I don't need
Eddie Murray, second greatest switch hitter of all time behind Mickey Mantle. I love it.
Certainly second. Yeah, second grade. I mean, yeah.
I met Mo Vaughn when he was 12. My mother was good friends with her. Oh, wow. Cool, Dan.
Boy, that guy mashed.
Yeah.
Until he came to Anaheim, then he didn't mash no more. Yeah, I'm trying to think who else would be the greatest switch hitters. I mean, obviously Mantle's one, and then Murray. I think you're right.
I mean, there's some other great switch hitters through time, but Murray put up fabulous numbers in power, production, RBI.
Yeah. I think I'm going to agree with Walt. I don't like, in general, I disagree with agreeing with Walt. Walt says I have autographed baseballs. Nice. Me too. I have Murray, Brooks, and Reggie Jackson. Nice.
Walt,
I don't have any of those.
Trivia. I know you know the jersey numbers of the first two. What was Jackson's number when he wore orange and black? I know it.
I know he was 44 generally, but the way you asked it, I'm guessing it wasn't 44 then.
Maybe it was.
I don't know unis very much, but Reggie's 44.
Mouth talk. He moved to Florida, but he did not have the Baltimore love amputated from him. Thank God.
So he's not a Tampa Bay guy yet.
He's always been a Rams fan, but he's an Orioles fan. Bill, Bill and Dan, you're cheating. I asked Walt, what are you guys doing?
Oh, was he 9 for the?
It was 9 for the Orioles. That is absolutely correct. Walt was Googling it. So, yeah, Reggie was.
I've never been a uniform number guy. Oh, there you go. He said it's easy 9. I mean, it's easy after everybody else says it, right? I mean, come on.
I'm not a huge.
You have a great day. Thanks for stopping in.
I'm not a uniform guy, but it's just certain things. Like, all right, let me ask you this.
Random.
What number did Mickey Mantle first wear?
Was he 7? That pops in my head. I'm really not good with uni numbers, but that pops in my head. I wouldn't bet a lot on it, but I think he's 7.
Yeah, you're probably not good to bet a lot on it.
No, I would. If it's a Dodger number, I got at least a decent chance, but not even a good chance there.
Look at Guerrero Jr. in that baby blues. I like it.
I do too.
Let's see who gets it first. Somebody will get it.
I mean, they can all Google it.
Yeah. So can always Google it. Obviously, that's the bad part of trivia.
Yeah, that was one of the other things I stopped doing trivia too. Welcome to Pete's Sports Hot Seat, right? Pete carries the hot seat with him. Wherever Pete goes, the hot seat goes.
It follows. Sometimes it can be a burden, trust me. Last night, I almost put things into this and that chat, and I had to pull back because I was like, oh, not my show.
Yeah, they got the mock draft going on the bottom there. I don't know if you're watching it, but they have Mac Jones going on.
I want to see how close I was to some of the things I said. Trevor Lawrence at 1 is obvious. For those you don't know, Mickey Mantle, when he first came up, was predicted to be the next in line to be the Yankee magistrate. And so Ruth wore 3, Gehrig wore 4. There you go, Bill. Maggio wore 5. They gave Mantle 6.
I'm surprised I didn't know that. Steve Garvey, my favorite all-time player, was 6. So I'm surprised I didn't know that.
He came up, wore 6 for about a half year. He got hurt. I want to say it was the Polo Grounds. Not sure about that. I could be wrong there. But he got hurt flying in for a ball from left field. DiMaggio called him off the last second. Mickey hit a sprinkler system, blew open his knee. Yeah, had to go back to rehab. Went down to Kansas City, St. Louis area for rehab with their AAA team. And when he came back up, he said, I don't want to have that moniker held over me of having the whole Yankee franchise carried on me.
Right.
Give me 7. And that's how he got 7.
Okay, so I was right.
So
I wish my hair was as cool as Vlad Jr.'s. Not to change the subject, but
great. Yeah, they are. He does have great hair. Lions getting Waddle. They did have me at same thing I had. Broncos, Surtain. Wow, they got him up at 9.
Yeah, well, him or Farley are the best defensive players out there.
I didn't think he'd go in the top 10. Cowboys taking Horn out of South Carolina. Did you get me one? That was nice.
I'm happy about that trade for my Cowboys. I think all the quarterbacks that get drafted are, another stud coming our way. I think we're going to have a lot of options. I hope they take the best player available. They usually do. I could also see them trading down because there's going to be opportunities.
Dallas might trade down?
Yeah, I do. I think that there's going to be a run on quarterbacks. And there's going to be people in the second half of the first round that want a quarterback, and somebody's going to want to come up and get Lance or Fields if he drops.
Send Walt the link.
Which email, buddy? Here, I'll send it to the one I have, but I think you told me
his email is melissamanageswalt@gmail.com.
I think the email I last used for you told me wasn't right. Let me pull up what I have.
I'd love to see Walt come in.
Walt's a good guy.
I'm not a Yankees fan, but Jared Jeter, Mariano Rivera were my 2. Yeah, I mean, they were 2 greats. I mean, Jeter played the game right all the time with class, and Mario, again, dominant with class. Preston, don't strip in here. You're not Tracy Glenn. Have you seen that video yet, Jeff?
Walt, I just sent it to Ask Mouse Talk. Is that right?
That's a new one for his channel.
Okay. If it's the wrong one, let me know. I'm sorry. What did you just ask me?
Have you seen the Tracy Glenn video yet?
Yes. I try not to think about butt cracks, but it's always you know what, I'm not gonna say. How old is Kenzie?
21.
Okay, okay. So you get the young girl, and then the dad decides to, show a little skin. What the heck?
Somebody's going to have that video out there for all time and just keep playing it.
Yeah, I used to be, I got 4 daughters too, so I used to be that guy too. But now that you probably, Pete, you're probably the one. I mean, I still don't know where you got the audio of me talking about being a pinpricked, or I don't even know what the heck I said. But you have made me cognizant of what to say when I'm on video, or what I'm saying when I'm on video. Probably won't.
It's not like
I think it's not me. I think that video
always around,
I think that audio that you think is me is not me.
Really?
Speaking of Orioles fans, I should change it. Do you guys like this look or this look better?
That one better.
This one right now? Yeah. It's
Happy New Year, everybody.
How are you? Happy? Yes, exactly. How are you? This is one too many Orioles fans, though. We gotta. Yeah, is this the most Orioles fans in one room ever?
Never.
How are you doing, my friend?
Good. Happy New Year. This is
Happy
a really
New
fun.
Year's, right.
It's bummer though. Our game got canceled today.
Yeah, I saw that, and it's for the worst reason too.
Ours
Rain?
wasn't COVID. Ours was rain.
Rain.
COVID was the Nationals.
Yeah.
Actually, that I shouldn't joke about that, but how are they not inoculated already? Like, I don't understand. That's crazy.
Because it's called choice.
That's
Right?
true.
Don't they have the choice? I mean, I don't think, with the collective bargaining agreement.
I'm going to
some
say,
of
I
those
have my
choices-
doubts on that. You might be
Yeah,
right, but I
with
don't
the
know.
collective bargaining agreement, they may not have a choice
a
whether or
lot
not
of
they have
money
to take
involved.
that.
How much money did they lose and it's 2 days too? So I don't.
Did Walter just crack a Budweiser to open up the new year? What the
I
hell?
heard the noise. I didn't see.
It's a pet.
Ah.
Never had a drink in my life. Yeah,
Oh, you can't
Really?
tell,
Never?
you can't tell
Never.
me you haven't been.
I
out
knew you
to
weren't a
South
drinker,
Coast Street. Come on.
No, I've never had a drink in my life.
I knew you weren't a drinker, but I didn't know never.
Right hand to God. Never.
I believe you.
Never ever. Nothing.
Is it a what is it? What is that? Straight edge kind of thing, or like what's the what? What's the what? Yeah.
I'm a square for sure. That's part of it.
I swear.
I am definitely a goody two shoe, but
Good song by Adam Ant.
I knew it. I remember that song. Goody two shoes. Goody.
Don't drink, don't smoke. What do? He didn't either. He was straight. He didn't drink or smoke either. Adam Ant. Everybody
Yep.
thought he was a party. But anyway, let's
No.
talk about you.
But anyway, that's all. I just I knew a drunk when I was very young, and that kind of turned us off to it. Nobody in my family. It was a friend's father, and that'll do it right there.
It should. It should.
And I
It
said,
seems,
I'm not doing that.
it seems to be one of those behaviors that people follow for I don't know why reasons, but
Well, it wasn't it wasn't a relation, but I was like, nope, that one will not be me.
good for you. Good for you.
So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not a never, but I'm very little. Very little.
Yeah. But I got to admit, look, I hate to be a Debbie Downer on baseball. I love baseball, but we have got to get back to some sort of small ball in this game. It's strikeout, home
I
run,
agree.
strikeout, home run, strikeout, home
agree.
run. It's so boring. I hate to say it. I can't believe I just said that.
Well, I don't
But
think
it's like-
I won't agree that it's boring, but where's
Not
the
boring.
DJ LeMahieu? Why are there not 100 more DJ LeMahieu's? I mean, he's in this game.
But I mean, it's like they're not afraid to strike out anymore. You know, in the old days, you got the 2 strikes, you choked up on the bat, you shortened your swing, you made contact.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, they don't do that anymore. They're not afraid to strike out anymore.
You're right.
Um,
Well, it's the contracts, right? Come on, you hit 40 bombs and you hit 190, and you make the All-Star team, and you get a big contract. So
And you get the additional incentives that come with, okay, I hit this many bombs, I made this all-star game, I got this, whatever.
I blame Maddox and Glavine a couple of years in the 90s that chicks dig the long ball. You know who else
I'll
chicks
be right
dig?
back. Talk to Walt, Preston.
I'm gonna actually. It's an AL East, or it's just Eastern Division everywhere. We got Oriole. Now we got Phillies. Is that Bill from
Yeah.
Magic the Mouse?
I couldn't let these 2 guys get away with it.
I heard that you want to come on and you want to profess your love for the Dodgers. Is that
I'll
what
be
you're
back.
here for?
All right, we'll be here.
That'll never happen. 74 and 5 and 6 still stick in my craw.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, Garvey World MVP year. I like it. And 78, 77, 78.
Who is that pitching for Toronto? Is that Bruce Chen?
No, it's Ryu.
Oh, is that where he went?
Uh-huh. He left my Dodgers, and he's filthy. He's one of the best not talked about pitchers in baseball.
Yep. Very good.
Absolutely.
Very, very good.
Anyway, Bill, what's going on? It's like you're driving somewhere. You driving to the Dodger game? You're gonna have to you got to go all the way to Colorado in like the next 2 hours if you're gonna get to the Dodger game.
No, I wouldn't waste my money on that. I'm just getting done having some lunch.
Nice. So your Phillies actually have somebody in the bullpen that's not currently on fire. I heard. Did you hear that too?
No, I haven't heard that.
Was that the worst bullpen in the history of your life that your team had last year?
Last year that was pathetic. That was almost as bad as having Gabe Kapler back as manager.
I know how much you love him. Because if you don't know, that is Bill from Magic the Mouse Radio. Check his. Where can they find? Oh, never mind. The heck is that? You know what? I heard that Richie Ashburn was good back in the. Robin Roberts, not from ABC, actually a good pitcher. That was the last time you had somebody good on your team. Yes.
Oh, there was that third baseman they had was pretty good too.
I actually love him, but I like to pick on him, and
He's not the nicest person in the world. I've
You're
met
right.
him.
I have too.
He's not very nice, but he's a heck of a ball player. That guy could mash.
He autographed my baseball, And my buddy, I got to go my buddy's baseball, and then my other buddy, then mine, and then my buddy, the first buddy, asked for another one, and I thought he was going to kill him with his eyes. It was greatness, but I got a ball. But anyway, back to Bill from Magic of the Mouse Radio, TV, and all those things. Why is it that you like to root for teams that never win?
Yeah. Homegrown. We've won.
Yeah, they won. They beat Tampa. What was it?
Oh, we lost your audio there, Bill.
Here, whatever side he's on,
There you go.
when his team destroyed its 4 straight after we won the first game.
Well, I'm happy I couldn't hear the beginning of the audio because I feel like it was anti-Dodger somehow. But no, I like to pick on my friends' team choices. And today I've got
easy to pick on when your team is doing very, very well, for sure.
And when I got Orioles, and Phillies fans, I mean, I have material to make jokes about.
But here's the thing, Bill. This is what I always tell them. I said, until last year, and I don't even know that last year counts, it had been since 1988 that the Dodgers won a World Series. If, when, what, why, you can get there as often as you want. You play to win.
Amen.
And it took them over 30 years to win one, so...
It's interesting how you like to look at history, but you're ignoring the immediate history. The world champions currently are the Dodgers.
Yeah, after 60 games.
Well, that's over as of
You
today.
said it. That's true. I heard this year a rumor, and I'm pretty sure it's just a fact. We're going to go 162 and 0.
Would you like to place a bet on that right now?
Yeah,
I'll
I know.
bet
That's
you
you
my
were the
house.
one. Is that the bet that I lost to you that you said before?
Yes. Hey, when I always say to folks, open mouth, insert foot. You can be as cocky as you want. Be as cocky as you want, but when you start putting your foot in your mouth, I'm going to take the bet.
162 no, baby. 162 no. I
Did they
call it.
legalize
Every
drugs
fan
down
should
there
think
in
that.
Texas?
What's that, Bill?
Did they
I
legalize
said,
drugs?
did they legalize drugs down there in Texas?
Not yet. We're going to be the last ones. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you guys were the first with the mask. You'll probably be the first ones with that too.
No. Whatever. No. We're the first ones to say put your mask away, but that's a whole other conversation. Dad builds an house. I
just
used to
saying.
steal bases, then I got divorced. Nice. I don't know what is
30
that. Are you? Does that say
35 minutes
punch
till
me?
they start.
Who do you guys play today?
What's that?
I know you got Nola on the hill, but who do you play?
The Braves.
Oh, that's right.
No
That's a
one
bummer.
agreed.
Good luck.
If the Dodgers aren't going to the World Series, that's who I'm taking. I like the Braves a lot. Like they're not the Dodgers, but they're not that far back in my opinion. They're really good.
I really thought they were going to give the Dodgers a better run last year.
Oh, they did. They were up 3-1. They should have won. They should have won.
I really thought that they were going to win it.
A lot of people did. I didn't, but they almost did.
I think San Diego is going to give the Dodgers a run.
That's a good roster.
I mean, you never know. 162 games. Usually, the best teams are gonna.
Well, and I really like that they get to play 19 times. So the Dodgers and the Padres, everybody within division plays 19 times. So the winner of each division is really the best team of the division. So I don't know. I like that a lot. I like playing.
Do you? See,
I do.
That I like the even schedule. I don't like the uneven.
Really?
schedule.
Well, it's impossible now. I mean, the math doesn't work for even. But
No, it doesn't, because if you got rid of interleague play, it could work.
which I would be for. But I don't mind it. But I liked not knowing as much. I liked not knowing which league was better. Now we definitely know. You know.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be fine with them getting rid of interleague play and going back to an even schedule.
If they kept interleague play but way less, I think it would be best. Like, I don't mind a little bit, but it seems like it's not even a novelty anymore.
Right.
So
I'm just saying, like for us, we have literally no shot in our division when we have to play the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, and the Rays, who are all phenomenally good 19 times each. If we could even that out just a little bit, maybe we'll go from last place to next to last place.
I mean, you're right. It's when you're that team against those. I mean, all four
Are
of the
stacked.
teams in your division. Yeah,
They're
they're
stacked.
really top half of
You
the
put
league.
the Orioles in the Central, and they might do a little better.
Well, I don't know, but they're coming.
They're bad, but I don't know.
You've got that catcher prospect. You've got some other
Adley
prospects.
Rutschman, we have a lot of very good prospects. But
Mhm.
look, I've always said, woulda, coulda, shoulda means nothing to me. You've got to prove yourself. There's so many prospects that have flamed
Scoreboard.
out
Yep.
and done nothing. That doesn't mean anything to me until you get there and you perform.
So that makes me want to ask you then. So we talked about the Padres. You mentioned that you thought they might have a shot. Fernando Tatis has not played a full 162 game season yet. Like
Right.
If you take his 2 seasons together, it's still not 162 games. Would you have paid him that much?
No, I wouldn't have.
They didn't get a savings, so I don't quite understand it.
Can I ask you a question? What do they say is the best ability? Availability. That's the best ability.
Tatis.
No, it is. He can be as great as he wants to be, but if he's not on the field, it doesn't matter.
Well,
you got to play.
I just don't understand from a financial standpoint. Like, what was the incentive to sign him now? I mean,
they're buying. What they're trying to do is he's
nowhere near arbitration. He could have waited 2 years to be 2 years away from arbitration. Like,
how much? What was it? 10 years? No, that was the Francisco Lindor contract.
14.
He got 14 years for how much?
Way too much.
340. I know. No, maybe it was 10 for 340. Whatever. I know Tatis got 1 million more. Or, I'm sorry. Lindor got 1 million more. Maybe it was 10 340. Yeah, I'll look it up now. I don't want to lie. I think it's 10 340 now. I think about it.
So I got 34 a year.
Tatis. Oh, hold on. I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, he got way too much money.
Tatis.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there.
I don't know that anyone's worth it yet at that. 14. Yeah, it was 14. I was right. 14 340, and Lindor got 10 341. That's what it was.
Yeah, and Tatis is supposed to be paying back like 20 or 30 million to some contract he signed when he first got signed.
Yeah, he took out one of those insurance policies.
That was crushed.
He's getting 24 a year then.
Well, if you guys are watching the game, watch this replay coming up on the Pittsburgh home run.
Oh, I can't. I'm watching the Toronto Yankees games, but I know mine's behind because I'm on MLB TV.
Yeah, I am too.
You'll get it in a second because it's coming through the ESPN feed. That ball was crushed. Wow.
Yeah, who hit it? Do we know?
I didn't see it. I just saw it going out, and I took a quick glance. I was like, oh, my God. It's at Wrigley. But he just, where you see the replay, good Lord, it's up near the clock.
Is it a look-in or something? Like, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was a live look-in. It was like, I'm like 10 seconds.
Oh, but you're on ESPN, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not on ESPN. I think I'm on the Yes Network.
Okay.
Oh, so you have MLB TV. So I did that through YouTube TV, and it gave me, I could watch the Yankee feed, the Blue Jay feed, or ESPN. I went with ESPN just to get the national.
Yeah, I think I like watching the local teams. I
do too. When the audio's on, I do because I like announcers.
Yeah.
But I have the audio off, so I wanted the highlights.
Gotcha.
That's full.
Dan has the Yes Network. Yeah, I love that Major League Baseball package. I'm happy to get it again, and I'll be watching some of it. Adventures by D announced, I think they needed to sign him to ensure fan base they are serious about competing with the Dodgers. I mean, that's fair. Maybe he's probably going to be a guy that you're going to want to lock up, but I don't know. I mean,
well, that ball
is anyone
not carrying it at all
for sure? I don't know.
If he plays for San Diego, he might be a player to get locked up.
I'll tell you, if I'm a player, I want to sign in San Diego. I mean, where else would you want to have your 14-year career? But
it's beautiful out there all the time.
Oh my God.
That stadium's not the best hitter-friendly ballpark.
No, but it's a beautiful ballpark. It's a beautiful town. Yeah. Beautiful people. I would want to live there for sure. I mean, as a person who lived there, and I mean, it's just expensive not for him, but it's expensive to live there. Got to loosen up my afternoons to enjoy such neat people, including the wonderful Kelly. Great to see you, says James Ryan. James Ryan, you're like smooth, right? Just smooth. He talks to the ladies, all smooth. I like it.
James Ryan's a good dude.
James Ryan is a good dude. Absolutely. So what's new in Waltland, man? So you're down at about a year ago now, right? You moved down from the freezing east down to the, oh my gosh, we're going to shut down Orlando. But you got up and running. Your channel's blowing up. How is it being at Orlando? What are you, Orlandoite? What do Orlandoin? What do Orlando's people called?
Floridians.
Floridian. Okay. I'll go with the city, but that'll work. How is it? Are you used to the heat yet? I need to hear this. My wife is afraid of the mugginess.
Oh, I mean, Maryland is very humid too. I mean, it's not Florida, but it's no different to me. It's just warm all the time. There's no more cold.
Yeah.
That's it. It's spring all the time. Spring or summer. That's it. Because even in we would get that. We got cold this year a little bit, but I mean, they're saying it's cold today. It's 66 degrees outside.
That's not cold. That's not
It's
close.
not cold.
Yeah. Every
So-
time I go, it seems like every time I go with my wife to Orlando, it seems to be 90 and 90% humidity. And she's like, no, I don't want to. I'm like,
December, January, February, and March were phenomenal here.
we were just there and it was freaking roasting.
Okay, I loved it.
Roasting.
I'm loving it, man.
I'm
It
sure.
was
Nice, sir.
2 weeks ago. It was in the 90s. Like the day before we got there, it was in the 70s. The day after we left, it was in the 60s. But the 3 or 4 days we were there were in the 90s. And I feel like
Wait,
God's mad at me about something.
Don't you have 100 degrees for all summer, Jeff? Like, how is Florida any different?
Well, it's not humid here. Like it gets hot here.
Dry heat.
It's stupid hot here, but it's not muggy. I mean, it gets muggy. Houston gets real muggy. We get muggy, but not like Orlando.
Right.
I mean, it's hot. I don't hate it as much as Paula. This is a Paula. Paula is my wife, if you don't know. I need Paula to like the weather there or I'm screwed.
You're screwed then.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I really like her too. So there's
Wow.
that.
Does she like you though?
I mean, she puts up with me at a level that is hard to explain. So
Well, that's nice. That's
she
good.
must. Yeah.
Cool.
So does anybody think their team? That's not even fair. Bill, do you think your team's got a shot in the NL East? I was going to ask it to everybody, but I felt like I was being a jerk for the Orioles, so I won't do that.
Oh.
Yes,
I think they got a shot at a wild card. I think the Braves are going to win the division again.
I agree. You've got the division that I think is the hardest to navigate, honestly. I mean, the Braves, I think, are the top of the top. I think they're almost as good as the Dodgers, and I say that as a Dodger fan who thinks he knows his stuff. But the NL East is stacked. I mean, the Marlins made the playoffs the last year. They look really good.
Look, let me be
I think
honest.
there's a
let's
lot of teams
take
there.
last year out of the equation. I mean, the previous year in 2019, after 60 games, the Washington Nationals were in last place, and they won the World Series.
I think
So
that
I think taking last year, and I don't mean that as a slight on the Dodgers. They won, fine, they're world champs. But to say the Marlins made the playoffs last year, over 162 games, would they have made the playoffs? They weren't making the playoffs.
I think
Let's be honest.
you have the data that you have, and the data that we have is
but it's not complete data.
It is 100% complete data. It's just not.
It's not.
It is.
It's incomplete. They
The
always
season was
play 100.
complete.
It's not. It wasn't a complete season. They said
Totally
that.
was.
They played
Totally
60
was.
games.
They played.
Oh my god.
They played a World Series. It's a complete season. But my point is actually doesn't relate to this. The Marlins, I think, look better this year than last year, and they
Nice catch.
Well, somebody
I
just
like
hit
what
one
they
out
got.
for the Yankees.
put the
Oh, no.
Sixto kid down. I saw that, but the Marlins
don't
look
know.
good.
I think the Marlins would be lucky if they win 70 games.
Wow, see that one? Oh man, That
Well,
was a
like you
bet I would
said,
take.
in that division, having to play the Mets, the Braves
19 times, yep. Mhm.
it's going to be hard. And then they'll have to play the Dodgers, and they'll have to play the
No,
Padres.
I mean, you make a really good point in the 19 games against the Mets. And the
I
Braves
do make
is-
good points a lot. I know you
I
don't
mean,
like
now
to
and
admit
then.
that, but
Three or-
here you
three or-
go.
three or
Swallow your
four.
pride and admit it. Here it is.
It's a great song by you too.
I
Thank
know
you.
there's a guy named Steve out there that would disagree with what Walt just said, that he makes great decisions.
I
mean,
just showed you how bad Steve's decisions are.
So, Pete, Bill, who is more confident in their decisions, me or Mr. Talk over here? What's the most
I don't know. Everybody makes good, valid points. The team that I think is going to probably surprise people and be in the cellar of the division this year is Washington.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Juan Soto might put up video game stats this year.
It's one guy. I mean, they're not what they were a couple years ago, and the
Definitely
Mets
not.
got a lot better. The Phillies, well, it remains to be seen with their bullpen. They made some additions, but we'll see. I'm hoping they're going to be better. After last year, it ain't going to take much to get out of the trash can.
Second to fourth place is interchangeable in that division. I think the Braves are the class. Second to fourth is interchangeable. The Washington could go second. They could go fourth. I agree. I think you have class. The class of the division is the Braves right now, unless someone tells me otherwise or shows me otherwise.
As you guys can tell, I don't enjoy agreeing with Walt, but I totally agree with him on his take there.
It might only be a 5 to 7 game difference between the number two at the end of the season.
Yeah, no, I agree. The only thing that changes that, in my opinion, are injuries.
Totally. If DeGrom goes down, They're done. If
it's a different
You know,
story then.
yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
Sanchez just missed another one.
Yeah.
Just missed another one.
I think you can say that with the NL Central too. I really think there's no team in the NL Central that is. Would you bet?
Nobody's taking hold of it.
Yeah, like if you had to say, okay, just tell me one team that you're positive will be over 500 in the NL Central. That's hard. I don't see any good team there. I mean, can Milwaukee be good? Yeah, they can. I don't know if that I think they will be. Are the Cubs going to be good? They don't look good to me. They don't look good to me at all.
They haven't looked good for the last couple of years.
Yeah. Cincinnati, St. Louis.
I wanted to pick them.
Maybe.
I like St. Louis, but I'm assuming that Arenado and I'm assuming that Goldschmidt have big years. And while they're both superstars, they're both on the back half of their careers. So I don't know. And I don't love the pitching in St. Louis either. I mean, Flaherty I like a lot, but what else?
Not a lot.
Enjoy.
Winners always come. Look, just my opinion. Pitching wins, period. If you have pitching and it's healthy and it's consistent, you're going to win ball games.
Yeah.
You are.
I mean,
good pitching always beats
and
good
in the
hitting.
NL, it looks like Atlanta and LA are the class staffs by far.
Yeah, by a lot.
If that Soroka kid comes back from his injury, half of as good as what he was, that I wouldn't say they're as good as the Dodgers, but they're certainly in the same ballpark. And then it's a big drop off. I don't know who the third best pitching staff in the NL is, but those are the top two for sure.
What about?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting year. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
Bill, take care, buddy. Have a good day.
Bye, Bill.
Good seeing you.
See you, Bill.
He's driving. He might have some internet issues. So, honestly, Orioles, are we 2 years away?
I think because of the division they're in, they're further away.
Yeah.
If you put them in the Central or even out west to an extent, maybe it might be 2 years away. But in their division, they're going to really have to really hit lightning in a bottle to really jump 4 teams.
I know. So they've got a masher at third? They've got the catcher prospect. Do they have any arm prospects that are coming?
Oh, gosh. They got John Means. They got Keegan Aiken. They've got
I like Means now.
Rodriguez. They've got what's his name? What's his name? DL Holmes. No, not Holmes. I forgot his name now. They're all minor league prospects. I mean, these aren't guys that you're probably going to be familiar with right now, but they're all top 100, 200 prospects. I mean, the Orioles have the number 4 farm system in all of baseball.
See, that's where. So I'm a Dodgers fan. I live in Texas. The Rangers, no joke, worse than the Orioles in my opinion, and they don't have anybody coming. Like, their prospects, the cupboard is bare. So right. I don't know.
That's where we were for a very, very long time. We had our run from 2012 to 2017 that we made the playoffs a couple times, got to the ALCS with Machado and all those guys there. But as soon as they decided to let everybody go, there was nothing coming. There was nothing, and that's why they went hard to rock bottom. Yeah, terrible. And look, they're going to lose 100 games again this year. Well, they're probably going to lose 100 games this year, and it is what it is. I just want to see progress. I want to see people get better. That's all I ask. If I don't see that, that's when I start getting, pardon the expression, pissed.
Yeah.
Then I'm upset.
As a fan, I'm okay with my team being at the bottom if it's at the expense of getting to the top. Where I like the Cowboys for years were the 8-8 team, right? They're going to be 8-8. They're going to be 8-8. They're going to be 9-7. They're going to be 7-9. They're going to be 8-8. Get out of that, right? Give me in the NFL, give me the high draft pick and get back. And in baseball, you can get back to the top pretty quick. And it happens every year. Somebody who comes in last comes in first every dang year. But the Rangers, speaking from your guys' perspective as Orioles fans, it's been rough for a while. The Rangers, when I first moved out here, they World Series a couple of years in a row. But since then, they have dropped like to the bottom of the ocean like the Titanic, man. It's been bad. I don't see them getting out of the cellar for years.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the years they were there when Ron Washington was there, and
he was fun.
Took them to the World Series. Isn't he passed away now?
No, he's coaching. He's was he?
I thought he passed away also.
Right? No. Where's he at? I think I want to say Oakland again, but that doesn't feel right.
You mean like not manager? He's
no. He's the third base coach for somebody, I think.
Okay.
Third base coach for the Braves. There you go. That's right, because he was in the playoffs. That's right. He's a big Dodger. In his history, he was a Dodger. But anyway, he's a Braves third base coach. Fun guy. I never liked, as a manager, I never thought he was a good in-game manager, but his players love him clearly on the field. Come on, many of a third baseman with a gold glove says it's because of him. Eric Chavez, I think he gave him his second gold glove because Wash was such an influence on him. So obviously he's a great coach.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. And Pete, I want your opinion on this too. Kind of stir the pot a little bit. I want opinions.
Okay.
Closers and designated hitters, do they belong in the Hall of Fame?
Okay. You want to go first, Pete? Because I do have an opinion on both of these.
Go ahead, Jeff.
So I would have said a decade ago, no. I'm talking about closers right now.
Okay.
I think Mo Rivera, and I grew up in San Diego. I think Hoffman, you can put in here too, changed my opinion. I think Mariano Rivera was so elite that he stood out. And it's not the Hall of really, really good. It's the Hall of freaking Fame. And I think for me, I know he wasn't the first reliever, but for me, Mariano Rivera was the first Hall of Fame closer that I would give. If I had a vote, I would give. As a DH, I mean, and my answer is that you've got to be a couple steps above since you only did this very specialized thing. DH the same. Edgar Martinez, I wouldn't have voted for him for a Hall of Fame. He only played half the time, and while he was a really, really good hitter, he was never an MVP. Is Ortiz a Hall of Famer? I think he probably is. My eyeball test gives it to him. So for me, he'll be my first DH. I don't think Molitor was a DH. He was a DH at the end. Edgar, I know's in. I wouldn't have given it to him. So I guess what I'm saying to you is, yes, if you're elite, not at the level they've been given it. Mo, Hoffman, and Ortiz, I'll give you a yes. Should Bruce Sutter be in there? I don't think so. Should Hoyt Wilhelm be in there? I don't think so. Sorry, I know you love him. You know, I don't think.
No, I agree. I don't think Hoyt Wilhelm. I don't think.
Well, I mean, Pete's buddies with him, or Pete has that connection. But
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
I think you need to be a couple levels up if you're only a specialist. I mean, it'd be like asking me, should a kicker be in the NFL? You better be freaking really, really good at it. Should Vinatieri be in the Hall of Fame? Yeah. Should Frank Corral? No.
See, in my opinion, Pete, I'm gonna let you go. What do you think?
My opinion is very simple. It's a simplified answer to applies to football and baseball and all of them. The first word of that is baseball Hall of Fame. These guys are playing baseball by what the rules of Major League Baseball dictates to their playing time. So should they be in there, have the opportunity to go in? Yes. Does their performance need to dictate that to make them qualified for it? Yes. But, I don't think it should be eliminated from opportunity. But,
so you're saying it shouldn't be there shouldn't be a rule against it, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's kind of the way I felt the question was being put out there. And I don't feel there should be a rule against it, but I feel you have to dictate, I don't think you can be just an average player if you're just DHing or just doing the closer. You have to be elite, a level above. Your numbers have to dictate it.
So for me, I would follow up the question: should Mariano Rivera be in the Hall of Fame? Should Edgar? For me, Mo should.
Mariano Rivera, yes, absolutely.
Edgar Martinez.
I'd have to go over his. I don't have his all-time stats in front of me.
He's a lifetime 300 hitter.
Well, that's the first checkbox.
So it's Greg Jeffries.
That's the first check. Well,
I don't know that he was.
But,
I'm just saying.
But you got to also look at quantified time, total number at bats.
I think, yeah. I mean, you look at Edgar. Here's my opinion on it. I don't know that Edgar Martinez is a Hall of Famer. I don't know that DHs or closers should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. You do one thing. I don't like that. I like people. Eckersley is in the Hall of Fame because he was both a starter and a closer. He was great as a closer. He was okay as a starter.
See, I love Eck. I don't think he should be a Hall of Famer.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, he had 3 unbelievable closer years.
Right.
Now, should Schmaltz be in the Hall of Fame? I think that might be an argument for the guy. He did both. I think Schmaltz is absolutely a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
But not if he's not a starter. He was a wipeout playoff starter. I mean, to me, he's another level past that.
Dude, he pitched probably the greatest game of his career in Game 7 against the Twins. We only lost because Jack Morris pitched the greatest They're
Mhm.
great.
Greatest teams.
That's why I love that about you,
Look.
Walt. That's exactly freaking right.
Jack Morris's 11-inning shutout in Game 7 of the World Series is, in my opinion, better than Don Larson's perfect game. I'm sorry. It was Game 7 for crying out loud.
I mean, you can make that
11
argument.
innings.
Yeah.
He shut him out. He gave up like 2 hits in the game. What was the final score of the game? 1-0.
10 innings. Yeah.
10 innings. I'm sorry. I said 11. 10 innings. 1-0. It's not like it was 8-0. It was 1-0.
Yeah.
It was nothing into the 10th inning. And he went the whole game. I'm just saying, for me, you have to give me more than that. And you said it, Pete. It is Baseball Hall of Fame. But here's the thing. You take away the DH, David Ortiz is out of the game 7 years prior.
Yeah.
What?
Or he
Okay.
learns to play first. One of those two. But yeah.
Well, he's not going to learn to play first. He can't catch a cold. I'm sorry. He's going to be very bad at it. That's all I'm saying.
His bat was
So-
pretty good. They might have let him.
His bat was very good.
Look at how many great players prior to the DH did do that. You know, Mantl's a perfect example. Mantle went to first base. You know, at the end of his career, many of them.
You could have compared David Ortiz to
Dan
Mantle.
Gladden, Bill. Dan Gladden.
Yeah, Dan Gladden. He's the one that scored the winning run in the in that game.
You know, Dan Gladden tried to pick a fight with me.
Look at you name dropping all the time. Stop.
I
your name
know,
dropping
right?
for
No, I
crying
like
out
that.
loud. Okay, great. You
I
know
wanna hear this
everybody.
story, though.
True
Wonderful.
story.
Pete.
Memorial Stadium, me and 3 of my buddies sat
Well, I'm
out.
going to pick a fight with you too. So there you
We
go.
sat out at Memorial Stadium and just called him a dirt ball and every other thing you could think of. And in the 8th inning, he literally came over and wanted to get security and was trying to get to us. It was
Wow.
It
Wow.
was great. It was great.
I would like him.
First
He played, I
Right,
didn't
the
have
ball
power as a player. I was more of a
Excellent.
leadoff hitter than a power guy. I always loved Danny
Bye-bye.
Gladden.
This is up. Is it second deck? Oh, that's mashed. Almost second deck.
Was it Guerrero?
No.
Who was it, Preston?
Tiesco? I just saw Hernandez at the home run. I'm asking if I missed one.
No, it's 2-2.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it was Hernandez. I saw that
Wow.
one.
Yeah, Guerrero's up now.
Anyway,
That's funny. Danny Gladden. All right.
I don't know.
All the guys that want to beat me up were guys in my high school, not.
Here's the other thing. Here's another name that I think everybody will get upset with me, but I don't think this guy's a Hall of Famer. Kirby Puckett.
So I love Kirby, but I totally agree. Not a Hall of Famer. And I think
Not
it was
a
because of
Hall
longevity.
Famer.
He went blind.
Yes.
He was great.
Okay, I'm sorry. And God bless him. God rest his soul.
What did
He was
Pete
a
say?
really good ball player.
And a really good person, too. He was great.
Pete, what did
He
you
was.
yell at him? What did you say?
He went blind.
What does
He
that
did
do with it?
go. He did go blind, but
He did.
I got fat. What is that? I mean, who cares?
he was really good. But he's not a Hall of Famer.
He was really good. Great defense, clutch home run in the World Series. But
Game
yeah,
six.
no, well, what's wrong? We're agreeing more and more. I don't know what's going on. But I agree. I mean, I think because he died young. They a little bit of what is that? Sympathy vote, I guess. I don't know what to call that, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's the Hall of really, really good.
No. Look, I tell you,
Yeah,
guy
Dad
that
Bill's is on our
probably
side.
should get in. That's not going to get in at third base is Scott Rowland.
I thought you were going to
Yeah, I'm right on the edge with Scotty Rowland. I
Rowland.
loved him. I loved watching him. I always thought he was way underrated. And
Way underrated.
he's like the line for me. Like
He's there.
it's really hard for me. I'm not but that's the thing though. That's really where what I would say to people is if you're not sure, then he's not. So then
Yeah.
I guess I have to lean with he's
I
not.
understand that point. That's right. If you have to think about it,
Yeah.
then he's not. I guess I get that point.
And
Yeah.
that's where I am with Scott Rowland.
Yeah.
Well, he was good.
Rowland, he was really good for a long time. I mean, I know he's not the most personable person.
See, I don't know that, but I know defensively he was a vacuum cleaner. He was Brooks Robinson level good, never got the credit. Power hitter, 4-hitter.
You think
For
he was
what?
Robinson level good?
I mean, maybe that's a little much because Robinson's one of the greats of all time, but yeah, I do.
He was up there, but I don't think he
I
was
think he's
that
one of the top 5 defensive third basemen ever. I mean, he was that good.
Well, there's another name, but he will get in at third base. Is Adrian Beltre?
No, he's a Hall of Famer.
He'll get
Yeah,
in.
he's in. He should be. He did both. He was great
Loved him.
defensively too.
Oh yeah, he's top 5 third baseman defensive all time, and a power hitter. I mean, he won an MVP for the Dodgers, where you never have huge offensive years, and then he had a great career at the end with Texas. You don't even think about when he was with Seattle and that 1 year in Boston. He great career. I wish, as a Dodger fan, I wish we would have kept him.
You forgot
Signed him
Oriole.
at like 12 years old.
Walt forgot Oriole great Todd Cruz as a third baseman.
Todd Cruz.
I love Todd Cruz. Number 10.
Yes, he was number 10. He was number 10.
He's like the 10th greatest cruise in the history.
Let me give you this. He was number
Probably not even the 10th greatest cruise.
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Here's
If his name was Jose, he wouldn't even be in the top 2.
Todd Cruz was playing for the Orioles literally 1 week, and then he got cut. And I swear to God, the next week I was playing against him down in Roland Park.
Oh wow!
He played for. He just showed up in some men's league. Playing.
You know what?
Crazy.
You know what?
Yeah.
Todd Cruz has got a 1983 World Series ring. He was on that team.
He did. You were absolutely right.
He was on that team.
When you told that story, Pete, it reminded me of the video. Did you guys have you seen the video of Jason Worth going and playing in the beer league and hitting a massive blast?
Yeah.
I want to be that guy, but I'm not.
It was just cool. Everybody was in.
That's like going down and playing little league baseball against the little kids and feeling good about it.
I would feel pretty good. Oh no, he still hit it. He still hit it that far. He wasn't hitting off the
he hit it that far, but he's a professional world-class athlete playing against the beer league.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what?
It was still pretty funny.
It
was pretty funny. Jason Worth's not known for his couth. Come on.
The night
he's like a caveman.
Cruz went 1 for 3. He didn't. I mean, everybody was enamored because it was Todd Cruz, and literally this was on a Thursday, and last Friday he was on the Orioles, and there he is playing third base for whatever the hell the team's name was we were playing.
Jason Worth. You know who drafted Jason Worth?
Who drafted him?
Baltimore.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Another one. You know, he get pissed at so many of the ones that we let go through the years. That just.
I got one we traded away that's now pitching the heck out of the ball in California is Dylan Bundy.
Yeah.
I hated when we let Bundy go.
He was like elite prospect too. I was shocked when they let him go, and then
are you kidding me? He was a number 2, 3 pick in the entire draft that year. Might have been the number 1. I can't remember, but I mean, he was top of the line.
5, yeah, no, and he looked real good last year. A lot of people are picking, not Anaheim, the Angels to win it this year to make the playoffs. I don't see it there. He's the only arm that I think will get 200 innings.
I was getting ready to say it's like Spawn and Sane and Pray for Rain.
Yeah,
all they have is Dylan Bundy. That's it.
As much as he was great last year, he's only done it once.
Right.
Like
exactly.
Even if he does it again, what else you got? Ohtani? Okay, let's say they're both as good as you hope. You still don't have anybody else.
Who's got to pitch the other 3 days, right? I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand it at all.
Yep. Hey, look, I got to jump, but
Dude, this is awesome. I really appreciate you popping in. We're going to do a lot of sports stuff on the channel this year, so you pop in anytime. I'll always send you the link. And anything you ever need, you give me a holler, my friend.
My pleasure, gentlemen. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Have a great day. And, Happy New Year.
Yeah, if you don't know that's Mousestock, go check out his channel. Lots of live streams from the parks, lots of sports content, lots of Disney content.
I have a prediction.
And a great guy.
I have a prediction.
I want to hear
that man right there and that beautiful young lady that helps him.
I mean, that's why they're blowing up.
That will be our next entry in the race for 100K.
What are you at? You're like 6 or something, right?
No,
like, what are you at?
7-3, and he's not far from 10.
Dude, freaking love it.
We got a long way to go.
Well,
it's coming.
Enjoy every step, my friend.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Love you guys.
Thank you, buddy. Have a great night or great day, whatever this is. See you.
Yes,
again, that's Mousestock. Great guy, good friend. If you can't tell, we're good buds. Love that guy. Him and Pete, both Orioles fans. So, I mean, where else can you get 2 Orioles fans on one show? Only here. Check out Mousestock.
One of my greatest days since starting YouTube was sitting watching a baseball game with Walt and my son. Greatest day.
Yeah, you've told me that. I love that. I love that.
Love it. Wish I could do that again, but dumbass went and moved to Florida.
Bill says Kurt Schilling was another Orioles that got away. Yeah, they gave up Schilling and Finley in the same trade, if I remember correctly. I think so. I might have that wrong.
I still go back to one of our worst trades. Eddie Murray with Cleveland for Juan Bell.
Juan Bell, yes. George Bell's little brother. I remember that. Well, that was to my Dodgers, yeah?
No, it was to Cleveland. We got Juan Bell from Cleveland.
How did we get him? Because we had Juan Bell for a while.
I don't know. I just know it was one of our worst trades ever. They thought Murray was at the end of his career, and he went over there and put up 30 home runs for him.
I mean, I remember when Murray was at the end of his career for the Dodgers, and he did pretty dang well. I'm going to pull it up.
Murray was fantastic. I mean, he was just. But I met Murray 3 or 4 times. The longest conversation with Eddie Murray was this: "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
He just was.
97. No, excuse me. 89, 90, 91 with the Dodgers. Boy, did he hit 330 one year? That's insane. There's no way that's right, is it?
It's possible. He had a good year with you guys one year.
Sure did. I don't think it was that good. Yeah. He hit 330. I mean, I knew it was a good year. He was fifth in MVP voting as a Dodger, hitting 330 in 1990. And that was after the career that people remember as Baltimore. Yeah. And then he went to the Mets, Cleveland, back to Baltimore, Anaheim, which I forgot. And then he ended with the Dodgers again. It's 9 last games with the Dodgers in 1997. That's an amazing career.
Went into the Hall with a black and orange bird on his helmet. So.
Oh, rightfully so.
God bless him for that. What is Judge doing here?
500 home runs.
No, God, that went up through 6. Wow, that ball got through there quick. What was the exit speed on that presser?
104.
104. Wow.
Yeah, Dad Builds, you're so right. Mouse Talk rocks. I totally agree. Again, please, guys, check out his channel if you're not already. I'm guessing everybody in the chat who knows me and knows Pete knows Walt, but in case there's somebody out there who doesn't, give him and Melissa.
For you.
Go ahead.
What's the most unusual place you've been pricked by a pin?
Okay, so that's not me. Like, I just sounds like me, but there's no way I said that and not remember that. When did I say that? Dad Builds.
Back me up, Dad Builds.
Dad Builds. Where did you get that? There's no. Why would I care? Why would I don't. My mouth
Dad
and my
Builds.
brain.
He's my executive producer to my channel.
He's a good guy.
And I'll let this announcement out here. I have hired Dad Builds because of his creativity to build my new opening to my show, and I'm going to be compensating him for his time.
You should, my man. I'll say it because he's in here. That intro for what was it? Whatever. Not when
Star Wars.
I don't even know what date it is anymore. For the Star Wars crawl that he did. Was that Sunday? I don't know.
Yep.
I'm like, my mouth was left agape. That was so freaking cool. Dad Builds, I need to get you on the phone. How did you do that? I want to do that. I just want to be that cool to know how to do that.
Wait till you see what he's got coming for the Star Wars opening of Star Wars on April 25th. A little bit of outside that's coming too.
Dad Build says, I can tell you exactly when you said that. I think what he's doing is he's like Frankensteining. He's taking words from here and he's taking words from there and he's putting them together and mashing them into sentences. I mean, it's not like it was anything bad. I just don't remember ever saying that. Who was I talking to? It's driving me crazy. Anyway, doesn't matter.
You know, I'm going to tell you something, Jeff. I have an attorney. He's James Big Dog Ryan. He just reached out to me and said, Pete, take this call to protect your integrity. So go ahead, caller. You're on with Dad Bill. You're on with Dole with Dad. Go ahead.
Somebody.
Howdy. So, Jeff, you did say that, and you said it.
Wait. This is Chris, right? Is this Chris? Who is this? Is Dad Bill?
I go right to the source. I don't play around.
Okay. I was confused. All right. Hello. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, sir. Happy baseball day.
Amen.
You said that when Pete and Kelly from Mickey Butch and Taylor Made Magic were on your channel late one night, and y'all were having a pin chat, and you asked Kelly that very question.
What?
Yeah, there you go. I remembered it too. To be honest,
I feel like you're really good at making it sound true, but I don't believe
that is legitimately true. And Kelly turned red, and Taylor shook her head, and I said,
"That's right."
And I exactly said, "Dad Build." All I said was "Dad Builds," and he put right in the chat. I got it.
Well, what happened?
It's like a bat signal. It's great. It's like a bat signal. All I have to do is go "Dad Builds," and it's like a bat signal, and he grabs it.
I can neither confirm and I can deny the truth of this tale.
I have locked up. You know, there's a couple people that have locked up Chris as part of their channel. The Dissident guys have locked him up. I've locked him up. And
is it like a Dad Builds draft? How did I get in on this? I didn't know.
There was no draft. When Dad Builds was a non-known commodity, we brought him on and said, "I want you."
I do remember. So he was a name I knew in chat. And is he the guy that's getting all the audio for there's this little space in time that I'm like, is it the same person? You know? And now we know. But I don't know. What do you got? I picture like a Dr. Frankenstein's lab with all these things, and he clicks a button and the audio shoots over to Pete's channel. And
it's a good thing. He's made my channel better, and I give him all the credit in the world for doing so.
I love it.
And I've been compared to the man behind the curtain in Wizard of Oz.
That's good. See, I like that better. I like that one. Yeah, but no joke. That crawl, the Star Wars crawl, that was.
And see, Jeff, you'll know these.
Such a good hook.
My chaotic crew follows me. Like my lawyer is in the chat. He's watching over things, making sure things aren't going crazy.
I'm just glad your lawyer's not,
he's the big dog.
A former Kansas. Well, the lawyer in the community that I think of first is he used to live in Kansas. Now he lives down there. He roots for that stupid red team that keeps winning the Super Bowl or tries to or whatever, loses to
My
Brady.
lawyer's better than Saul.
There's no doubt. I know James a little, and I know what he does for a living, and I highly suggest you keep James on retainer over Mr. Crazy.
He's the only Browns fan I truly love.
Browns fan, yeah, that doesn't fit. He seems so smart. Other than that.
Yeah, Chris, you having fun watching baseball tonight?
I'm having fun. I just discovered apparently I have the MLB package for free today, so
nice.
I'm checking out a little bit of everything now. So
I just discovered that I sent them $130 today, so or whatever it is. So yeah, so you're winning.
I haven't done that yet. I still contemplate. I do like having that when I used to travel. Is Paula want you in the kitchen? What is going on?
No, it's work calls, but I took the day off, so they're gonna all go to voicemail.
No, I had when I was on the road traveling, I used to love having the MLB network because you could just watch any game anywhere. I would put my iPad up when I got into the hotel at night, working on a computer and just listening to.
Yep.
I used to love listening to Vince Scully at 10 o'clock at night, calling a Dodgers game. It was heaven.
Vince's the best. Dizzy Trash Can in the house. Carolyn in the house. My bully wants to know if she's going to be my lawyer now. Love it. Yeah, that's right. Chris, do you have T-Mobile? You might be careful. So there's a 7-day trial. So you might have it for free for 7 days and they might pound you. But T-Mobile is giving it away for, I guess, new customers. I don't really know.
Interesting. Hey, Disney Trash Can in the house. Great to see you as well. What were you saying, Chris? You were saying something there, buddy.
The MLB had a great app there a couple of years ago when I was subscribed through the app. You could listen to every team's radio play.
The at-bat app. It's spectacular.
Yeah, we still got that. It's good. It is still free. Here's a good question to throw out there. Who's the best announcer out there now?
Now that Vin's gone, and there's actually an argument, right? I'd like to hear your opinion. I know there's a classic voice from Baltimore that we're both fans of. He's not in Baltimore anymore.
For me, that's who it's got to be. It's got to be John Miller and Lisco.
He's up there. I mean, Chris, you have a favorite announcer?
I'm a Braves fan, so.
So no.
Yeah, I mean, your home team obviously is gonna pull for you. I just look at guys. I mean, we had through our lifetimes, Chris. I'm not sure on your age, and I don't want to put you on that corner there, but I know through mine and Jeff, because Jeff and I are very close in age. You had the guy from. You got your guys from up in New York that were incredible. Detroit was incredible. Los Angeles had incredible. Who else, Jeff?
I just said Ernie Harwell when you mentioned Detroit. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, those guys were some of the greatest, around. And, you can also look at these stadium announcers. Like, Bob Shepard, to me, in New York, still goes down as one of the greatest stadium announcers. Now,
I mean, for the PA, it's different, obviously, but he's the class. I don't know that I know any other names than
we had Rex Barney here in Baltimore, and if Walt was still here, Walt would stand up and scream Rex Barney.
Really?
Rex Barney, I used to know his whole thing by heart, and used to be during the thing I would recite it as he was going over it because I knew it. But he always finished it. He would finish with something like please do not jump onto the playing surface. This could result in fine, imprisonment, or both. Thank you. Oh, it's fantastic. But Bob Shepard, to me, when you listen to some of the old Yankee games and you can hear him go, now batting, number 7, Mickey Mantle, number
Classic.
7.
I know we're both Disney guys and it's a Disney channel. We're talking sports, but Shepard fits in there with the Disneyland announcers, and that's a big deal. The Disneyland announcers are iconic, and Shepard fits right in there. I don't know that all the stadiums have that. Like growing up in San Diego, we had one. I know the guy in Texas, he's a nice guy, great voice, but it's not iconic like that. For me, a Dodger fan, I think of the classic organ, the sweet old lady used to play the organ. Yeah, I mean, that's classic, but that's not the same.
Chris, did you ever see any games down in Atlanta at Fulton County or any of those stadiums?
I have. Yeah, I've seen a couple. And I was sitting here trying to think. I don't know that there was really an iconic one
in
Atlanta.
But, I mean, Fulton County was great. I saw a game there that was absolutely awesome. It's great stuff. It's great. I mean, I saw – so as a kid, going down to the stadium all the time. I lived at the stadium from like 84 to 88. I was at Oriole Stadium almost every home game because my dad working there, I got him free. And it was great because my high school team, all we did was play with Major League Baseball. We had buckets of Major League balls that I just picked up and brought home that were during batting practice. But I still think some of the greatest fun was the time we got Dan Gladden so pissed off he wanted to fight us. Was great. And then years later, I took my boss to a Washington Nationals game and 2 clients. And we were sitting there and God, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember who the player was for Washington. It might have been what's his face? Curly hair, Dan. Preston. What was that kid's name? Not Harper. Played right field before Harper. He's on. He's not on Nationals anymore. Where'd he go? Did he go? Damn! Give me some outfielders for Nationals, Jeff.
I was watching the thing. What are you trying to figure out?
Outfielders for the Nationals. Give me former outfielders for the Nationals. Long hair.
Worth. We talked about Jason Worth.
Jason Worth.
Oh, there you go. I was lucky.
Yeah, that's who it was. So we're sitting down there in right field, and I start telling the story about Gladden and me yelling at people. They're like, "That doesn't work." I said, "I'm telling you, it works if you yell at the right times when it echoes." And I started getting on him to the point, and he didn't acknowledge me for like 3 innings because I started in like the 2nd and like the 6th. He missed a ball. And I started yelling at him about, wash your hair, cut it off. You'd see the damn ball when he could hear me because I'd wait till the crowd died down. And in the 8th inning, on the way back in, he turned and started cussing me out to no end. It was great. It was the biggest damn thing. And so he gets up at the bottom of that inning with the 2 tying runs on 2nd, 3rd, and he strikes out. And as he's running out to the outfield in the 9th, I yell, "If you weren't so worried about me, you would have hit the damn ball." Oh, it was great. To me, that interaction type of stuff, if you can get a player to interact with you or seeing a player play catch with kids before a game, like you do sometimes.
Sure.
Preston, did you have that happen once?
Harper, when I talked to Harper over the phone.
Preston got to talk to Bryce Harper.
I've heard he's a nice kid. I've heard Bryce is a nice kid.
This was about what? How old were you, Preston? You're 13 now. So you were about
7, 8.
You were about 7 or 8. So it's about 6 years ago.
And he still remembers.
My office was in is in West Palm Beach. It's literally I could throw from my office. I could throw probably onto one of the fields.
Oh wow!
There for the Astros and the Nationals for spring training. And the Marriott we were at, the Nationals were staying at, Harper came downstairs and I called Preston because that was his favorite player, and Harper talked to him, which was pretty cool, and gave him some advice. Then what happened, Preston? Come up here. You're gonna tell the story.
Well, this is after the fact. He was streaming, like talking about like his upcoming stuff with the Phillies and stuff, and I went in there and he was like, "I remember a kid named Preston." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Yeah,
that's me. That's awesome.
For Harper to acknowledge it on his cast was pretty cool.
That's super cool. Love it.
Why are you wearing a Dodgers hat today?
Because he's smart.
You and Steve have just corrupted this kid.
You're welcome.
I'll send you a new Braves hat there, Preston.
I don't need a Braves hat.
Still have an Oriole hat that fits?
No.
Dude, you may just put me back in the hospital. This is horrible.
Ouch. Dang. Favorite Brave, Dad Builds. All-time favorite player, favorite Brave, whatever.
John Smoltz.
Nice. That's a good call. Good call.
That's
and
not
tell you
what
what,
I thought out here.
Not as an announcer, but as an analyst, super. I love hearing him talk on MLB Network. Really bright guy.
Great job. My all-time favorite Brave. I want to see who that is now. I would probably have to go with Murphy.
Dale Murphy, yeah. So here, Dad Builds, you might remember this. Remember when Glavine had to throw at Murphy and he threw it like 8 miles an hour 4 times in a row and missed him every time? Remember that? Otis Nixon was being a punk and they made him throw at him. And
think about that. I mean, when you talk about all these great pitching staff. When you have a pitching staff of Smoltz and Glavine and Maddox.
Steve Avery was number 3.
Avery was 4.
Yeah, and then they brought Denny Nagel over when Avery went. That was pretty dang good.
And I still put Maddox in my top 10 pitchers of all times ever.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I taught so Preston's done very well. High school next year, I'm looking forward to him doing some stuff, and he wants to play in college, and I'm very proud. He's had a glove in his hand since the age of 4, and when I taught him how to pitch, Preston, who do I teach you how to pitch like? Maddox.
Well,
it's all about
pressure.
All about placement.
Jeez.
Well, the psychology that Maddox used, to me, is the best. It's the same psychology that you look at pictures like Koufax and people like that use. And
he was brilliant, but he also had the ability to paint. I mean, he could put it like I was a control pitcher in high school, but I didn't even attempt to do what he was doing. I was hitting one half of the plate, and I thought I knew what I was doing. He was precise on a level that no one else has ever been.
The coolest thing. So Preston, he's 13 now, and he would walk in at 9 to me because I was there, and I called most of his pitches for him as a younger pitcher because obviously the psychology part, which for me was fun because it allowed me to be back in the game again. But Preston would walk in at times and be like, "Yeah, I missed off the plate by an inch of where I
wow,
wanted."
Well, he's ahead of wherever I got. That's for sure.
Oh, Jeff. I'd love for you to be able to the slider that this kid has at 11.
I couldn't throw a slider till I was in college.
He's had kids jump out of the batter's box.
Wow.
Because it was
threw a sidearm curve, but that's different. But
now he comes over the top, and it looks like it's coming right at you. And we've had umpires actually stand up and go, "Ball!" Oh, and just and turn around, look at me, and be like,
"Is his hand really big for his age?
Huh?
Is his hand big or his fingers long? Like what?"
He's got average, but what he learned.
Can you palm a basketball, Preston?
No.
I couldn't either until the very end. I mean, I had to get strong. My hands, I have a very small hand, and that held me back, frankly. I mean, I don't want to talk about me, but the longer your fingers are, the more football, the more baseball throwing, especially baseball. And I just, I could do some pretty good stuff, but I wish I had a bigger hand. I don't know if Preston doesn't.
It goes back to the Hoyt Wilhelm stuff. Wilhelm taught my dad, who taught me, that the key with pitching is it's all in the strength of your fingers. Because you can have great arm strength all you want, but the ball moves more with how you get to and Preston learned that, coming out, as a 9-year-old for the feeling of the ball off his fingers and what he was going to do. And that's why I love watching him pitch. And now that he understands psychology a little bit more and everything, it's even getting better, but it's cool.
Talking about Smoltzy, I think he might have a book on this, the psychology of pitching. I might have that wrong, but he was very into the psychology of pitching. I think he does. I think you might want to have Preston check out that. There's another great book. Well, I won't bore the chat on that now, but the psychology of sports and the psychology of pitching. If you get it's a whole level of advantage that you have over the other guy.
Most underrated Brave, Chris. Who's your most underrated Brave?
Great question.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Who?
Freddie Freeman.
Nope, I got somebody that's better than Freeman.
Underrated. Well, I have Freddie Freeman, but he's MVP now. Underrated Brave.
That pitcher almost got killed on that last pitch. Mine? I'll throw one out there for you. The Crime Dog.
Freddie McGriff. He was pretty good, though.
Freddie McGriff.
Freddie McGriff.
Did a lot, but, was never on the level of Murphy or some of these other guys.
Current team, I'll go with Sam Swanson, Dansby Swanson. Dansby
doesn't get a lot of the credit that he deserves. Yeah.
I agree. If you're looking at current, I'm trying to think back in the Wayback Machine here. I'll tell you what, Eddie Matthews, one of the greats of all time, it doesn't get considered. I think he gets overlooked because of, Hammer and Hank, but Eddie Matthews,
you're already making money.
Mike Hobbs said one of the nicest swings he ever saw. 500 home runs, third baseman, one of the best players of all time. So I'll go with Eddie Matthews, even though he's a Hall of Famer. I think he doesn't get the love. That's a hard question.
All right. Preston's already making money on DraftKings. It's still early. Long way to go.
There you go.
Yeah, but I took Nola.
So how do you think your Braves are going to do this year? I mean, I can tell you that I'm picking them to win the East, and I'm picking them to get to the championship series, lose to my Dodgers. But where do you think your Braves are going to go this year, bud?
I'm I'm praying for the championship series. I think they'll win the East, but yeah, after last year, I had a lot of hope. But,
To me, that Anderson kid looks filthy. If Soraka comes back healthy, obviously Acuna. I mean, they're talking 40-40. I don't think they're going to let him steal that many bases, but him and Juan Soto might be the best two young players to come up together in quite some time. They're amazing.
Preston,
Casey Bryant in the house. How you doing, Casey?
No, it's not.
How is a Philly game not on TV?
You have the MLB package?
What channel's the MLB package on today? Preston? 700? It's free today.
I'm just watching it off the MLB app.
Blue Jays, Indians, Tigers, Twins, Brewers.
Game's 2-2, man. I'm not going anywhere. It's a good game.
Braves broadcast. Let's go to that one. There you go.
You see Tom Brady? I'm seeing the crawl on the bottom here. Brady had knee surgery. Did you see that?
Yeah.
You see they gave him a 4-year contract, even though it's avoidable. It's not really a 4-year contract. But
I hope his knees fall off.
And a different sport for you. Roy Williams retired today from.
I saw that. Yeah.
Hey, Casey Bryant.
Makes me feel old.
Yeah.
What a great career that guy had. I mean, if you could tell yourself, okay, I'm going to have a coaching career and I'm going to be the head coach of North Carolina or the head coach of Kansas, and he was both. That's amazing.
What do you mean?
Package.
One of the greats ever.
Kind of.
What's that?
Preston was
really good at both.
Yeah, he did.
Preston was there. We get the package.
It's $25 a month or $129 a year because I just looked at it and
it's $130. I'll figure it out. Come up with $130 to get him the baseball package. He likes that. I mean, he likes. Oh, you just got
him
hit
off the foot.
I told you. Did you take him as a pitcher?
No, I took Nola.
Good. I told you he wasn't going to have a good day. I hate to say it was Chris on the phone here, but Nola's got. But a left-handed pitcher in Philly they struggle. The winds there come across and through. Because have anybody been to Philly to see a game? I have. It's incredible.
No.
Chris, have you been there?
I haven't.
Okay, so the stadium is literally open. So when you look on the thing there, as you go all the way around the park, it's open, literally open. You can see right out. So it's phenomenal in the fact that you get these winds that come across there heading toward the water. It's just unreal.
Casey said the Cubs are losing to Pittsburgh 3-1.
Yeah, they've been strong. I tell you what, I don't think Pittsburgh's going to be as bad as everybody thinks.
Oh, I don't know. They look pretty bad. I think the Cubs are going to be worse than people think, though.
Yeah. Have you seen a game in Pittsburgh yet, Jeff?
I haven't seen anything on the East Coast.
Dude, when I get healthy, you got to come up here and we got to see.
I love it. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh's nice.
Preston. I've probably taken Preston to Pittsburgh. It is an incredible stadium.
I'm definitely one of those guys that wants to do all the baseball stadiums someday. You know
that should be a run right there.
Yeah.
Let's see how the throw comes.
No, that's not Acuna. That's
safe.
What game are you watching? I'm confused.
We're watching Philly and the Braves.
No, the left fielder. I can't remember what his name is.
That was a great throw. McCutchen comes in. Phillies take the lead.
I took McCutchen.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great throw.
Look how much money I'm winning.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, James. That was a good throw. If Sanchez is good on defense, that guy's a MVP candidate, man. I mean,
why would you try to cut that off?
That was a great throw. Wow.
That was right on the money.
How about McCutchen having second life in Philly?
I love that guy. I hope he has such a positive, such a happy, fan-friendly guy. I'm totally a fan of his. And he was elite for a couple of years.
Are you really?
Yeah. I tried it on both the Arizona Phillies.
It's because it's got to be on your local TV somewhere.
Did you really?
I looked there. I didn't even see it there.
Wow.
So here's a question for both of you. You were talking about stadiums. Stadium you most want to go to that you haven't been to yet.
Chris, I'll let you go first, buddy.
Oh, I got two. I want to go to Wrigley Field.
That's mine.
That's mine.
Yeah. And I don't know why. I can't figure it out, but for some reason I want to go to Cleveland.
See, my second choice would be Boston because the iconic Fenway.
But for some reason
Cleveland would be cool. Jeff, where was yours? Boston?
Boston, just because of Fenway, but Wrigley's first because I'm a National League guy. But
Yeah.
Boston would be right there, to be
I
honest.
tell you what, I've seen 6 or 7 games in Fenway.
Yeah.
There's no feeling like walking in there, because when you walk in, the stanchions and everything, it's like right above your head because the stadium wasn't built for that big of people. So when you're down around the bottom, me being 6 foot at the time, I'm only 5 foot now. It was totally different. It was just nerve-wracking. But when you're sitting there in Fenway, Ozuna's coming up.
Yeah.
When you're sitting there in Fenway, and it's just and looking at the field, and you're thinking all the DiMaggios played here, Joe and Tom, and you're thinking Jim Rice and Mickey Mantle and Joe DiMaggio. Everybody put their
you can go touch the pesky pole.
Yeah. I sat in the pesky pole. Here's a great story for you. You'll appreciate this. Paula really wants you to come downstairs and fix dinner.
It's work. The thing goes all day long. Normally I'd be taking them, but I took the day off, so I'll check voicemail.
I get flustered when I call you during work.
I get calls all day long. You don't even know.
So, I went to a Fenway game. It was Fenway. I was Boston.
I got two.
Nice.
Not nice. The opposite of nice.
Yeah, the opposite of nice. Boston Red Sox, Kansas City Royals. Normal, regular game. I'm sitting 3 seats from the pesky pole with a guy that I hired watching the game. I didn't care. I was there. It was Boston. It was Fenway. In the middle of the 4th inning, Boston's up 4-0. Something like that, 4-1, 5-1. They're up by 4. And the whole place starts chanting, I hate the Yankees. The whole freaking stadium. It was incredible. I got goosebumps right now just thinking about it. Being outside there, right outside of Boston, there's one of the best baseball memorabilia / everything stores. Literally, you come out of the stadium, you walk across the street. It's a cobblestone street, and there's this huge building. You go in there, and you could buy everything you want. That's where I bought you that I bought him a Red Sox shirt. It was a Fenway Park one, right? Big green monster shirt.
That's cool.
It doesn't fit anymore. Yeah, well, you were little when I bought it.
All my shirts do that too. Different reason.
Oh God, that was incredible.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many iconic stadiums, but those two pop in my head. I'm mostly West Coaster. Now I live in Dallas. It's a little different, but I've done most of the West Coast stuff. And my favorite,
New San Diego. Have you been there?
Oh yeah. Oh, so nice.
How
so nice.
Incredible is that place?
Really incredible. And I'm a Dodgers fan, so I hate the Giants, but I got to give love to the what is it now? I don't even know what to call it.
Whatever they call it.
The one in San Francisco. I
want to go there too.
Really nice garlic fries. Oh, so good. But it's right on the water.
Park or something, whatever the hell they call it.
Or Pac. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's beautiful.
I hate Barry Bonds Field. I don't know what it's called.
And it's really beautiful. You can walk right out there. You see the dude in the kayak. Have the garlic fries. We had really good seats right behind the plate, but I wanted to walk around anyway. It was just amazing, and they're singing the Journey song, and so good. C. Perry, good stuff. Casey says, I think the nostalgia around Wrigley Field is overrated when you consider the lesser fan experience viewing. I've never been. I want to. I was in Chicago for a conference a few years back, and I really wanted to go, but they weren't in town the 4 days.
Yeah, I was like to go. Now the San Diego, Jeff, I was impressed with the way they have everything in left field with the buildings and everything. Just the way the park played, I was really impressed with that park. I got to be honest.
San Diego? You're talking about San Diego?
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's right downtown. There's pubs and bars and restaurants right there. Like you could, as you're walking in, there's like restaurants right there.
Yep.
The parking is atrocious, but outside of that, it is such a good fan experience there.
It is. It's like Pittsburgh, like James just said down the bottom there. It's Pittsburgh Stadium to watch a game. You're sitting on I've sat on the first row of the outfield. I sat in the third base for Pittsburgh. It's just phenomenal. Phenomenal to see a game. Makes it.
Gentlemen, I'm going to jump off. I got to get ready for a 4:00 stream with somebody.
Dude, I appreciate you popping in.
Are you streaming on your channel or somewhere else?
No, our friend old Tracy Glenn.
Tracy Glenn.
Nice. Yeah, tell the people what time and what channel and all that stuff so they can go check that out if they want.
4:00, Tracy Glenn, Kizzy Day's dad. And then I'll be on tomorrow. I was invited to come on Happily Ever Yachty's channel tomorrow. It's
nice.
Guys, I should have sent you a link. I should have sent you a link so you could pop in. Now, send me your email so I have it. Next time I'll just invite you on so we could.
I never get invited anywhere anymore.
Whatever. James Ryan says, but for pure baseball fun, the stadium in Pittsburgh is remarkable. I've heard that. Anyway, buddy, I really appreciate you stopping in. You come in anytime and go Dodgers.
Do me a favor. Tell Tracy, make sure you tell him that you were on with me live, and I wanted to share that I really hope that his second career in dancing goes well.
Yeah, tell him I said nice butt.
What Jeff, what'd you say?
Tell him Jeff says nice butt.
Well, now that's a soundbite.
I know, right? No, he's on the show. He can't be hitting the buttons now.
We got what?
See, buddy.
We got a member of the community that's blowing up today.
You gonna send me a text?
Yeah, I'll send you a text.
Okay, thank you, brother.
Yep.
Talk to you.
Y'all have a good one.
You too, buddy.
Later. What did I miss? We have somebody blowing up? What did he say?
You know, because I'm in charge. I'm not in charge, but I take a lot of passion of recognizing people that are hitting success things. So somebody must have hit something today, and he's going to share it.
Oh, got it. Crack kills Casey. Somebody hit a milestone. I see. I was confused.
That was a
Tommy.
shot.
Tommy, you want to pop on? Do I have Tommy's email?
I like Tommy Corner Sports. He's a good man.
Tommy's a great guy. Do I have your email, Tommy?
Tommy, I just ordered the buttons too, by the way. What?
I just switch hats.
Tommy, I'm seeing if I have your email. And
this is the problem, Jeff. He's got 10,000 Funkos and 1,900 hats. Now he's got on a Pirates hat.
No, Philly.
Pirates.
Oh, is it a Philly hat? Okay.
Yeah.
I turned and saw gold for a second. Oh, that's the military one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Tommy, I'm not seeing your email. I look for it. If you want to send me an email, dolepad@gmail.com, I'll send you an invite. I thought I had it. I don't know why I don't.
Casey Crack Kills.
I bought this at Ocean City.
That's right. We did buy this at Ocean City. Alex anyway, down swinging. There's enough more points for me.
Alex.
Guys, that was Dad Builds. Check out his channel. Dad Builds with a Z. Great guy. Does a lot with Pete in his channel. And where did he say he's going to be? Oh, Tracy Glenn. He's going to be on with Tracy Glenn. Was he on his channel? Or I guess I should have been paying attention closer. Where was he going to be later?
He's going to be with Tracy Glenn on his channel.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And then I don't know. He said he had something else working on too. So I don't know. Dad Builds has been busy. He when I first met him, I gave him, I do try to help other people, and I gave him encouragement to, different things that he should do. And one of the points that I said was try to get yourself out there with other channels. And now he's got partner channels and doing a lot of great things. And I hope Dad Builds just blows up.
I think me and you talk about that offline a lot, but I'll say it live on this. I mean, one of my favorite things about what we're doing is how much we help each other and people help us. I mean, what am I missing? You're watching a different game.
Oh, he caught it at the wall.
Thank God.
I mean, think about all the people that we have watched blow up. And, I remember talking to you about TubeBuddy years ago or a year ago and whatever it was. And, we all live stream now. And I mean, we help each other grow. It's I don't know. It's encouraging. I like it a lot.
Absolutely.
I almost got.
I'm 7 away from 3,500.
Are you really? Guys, get over to Pete McDevitt. Actually, it's the Pete McDevitt show now, right?
Yep. We changed it. I think, we got some type of show on our channel every day. So why not come over? Plus, as new, as I go out there and I'm in other chats and stuff, I've had people say, well, what's the name of your channel? Well, now they know Pete McDevitt show. It's a little bit easier to find.
I think that's smart. I do.
So
when I type in Dad Builds Chris, he doesn't pop up. Is there like an other Dad Builds? I mean, I know I'm subscribed.
DAD BULIDZ.
See, that's it's not popping up, and I know I'm subscribed. So what's that about?
Yeah, that's what we were just on.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my fault. Yeah, let me double check. I'll tell you.
I don't know what that's about. I blew up now. I'm over here, over there, and up there. Points to the ceiling.
Yeah, DAD Command C.
Why isn't it popping up?
StreamYard. Oh, crap. I can't put it in here. All right. Let me do this.
You're going to get an echo.
I'm going to get an echo for a second. Just hang tight, okay?
Okay. I don't know why I can't find it.
Never mind.
I don't know. Okay, never mind. It's just Dad. Oh, maybe it's because I'm putting a space. Is it because I'm putting the space, Chris? I bet that's what it is.
It's not going to go through.
Why?
Yep, that's what it was. Because I was putting the space in dad
Huh?
builds.
It's not gonna get through.
Oh, it doesn't show up on here.
Comes up as Pee Wee's daddy. Oh, there you go. Boom. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. All right. So there he is. There's my bud, Chris. Give him some love.
Oh, that's right. You got to be a mod to put things in chat, and you don't use mods.
I don't
That's
have mods. Yeah.
Make me a
What
mod.
play?
Oh, nice play. Make me a mod for 30 seconds. I'll put his link in.
I just did.
There we
I
go.
just dropped it.
You got it. Okay, good
Yeah, I
man.
just dropped
Wait, did he drop it? Oh no.
Jeff did. Jeff can do it because it's his channel.
No, I was.
it. No, he said he dropped the ball. He meant it.
There we go. Yeah, I was trying to do it. I'm like,
That
why
was
isn't that
good.
showing up?
I took him too.
Yeah, I was typing in as there's no space in dad builds, which I was putting the space. Anyway, there he is. Check him out. He's a good guy, and give him some.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy. I love Chris.
So over there at Pittsburgh, 3-1 Pittsburgh, they said that's that third baseman kid Hayes went deep. They're talking about him being the rookie of the year candidate. Good start. 161 more games. No problem. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate all you do for Pete and for the whole community and just being a good guy. So no, thank you. Anyway, I got to be honest with you. I am so excited that we're talking baseball, that there's actual real games. I don't care. I go to spring training. I'm going to go next year. I've already got a plan for it. We're excited about it, but those games don't matter. These games really matter, and I'm excited about it, and I love it.
Right now. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm not much on spring training. I can't get into it. Like here, I'm down at the bottom right now.
You know what we haven't talked about today?
Look at that. 1 point.
Did you see what the NFL did yesterday?
Expanded to 17 weeks.
Tell me what 17 games.
Well, I call it because I don't count the bye. So 17 weeks of football, 18 total with the bye.
17 games. That's the difference. That's huge.
Awesome. Did you see who you guys play?
At New England.
Yes, at New England.
Got to be honest with you. Don't know why the owners would do this and not demand 2.
So here are the games for everybody. If you're watching, you're a football fan. Green Bay, Kansas City. Home team will be listed second as I read them. Chicago Raiders, Minnesota Chargers, Detroit, Denver, Seattle, Pittsburgh. I love that. Play somebody you can lose to, Pittsburgh. Los Angeles Rams and Baltimore. I love it. I got a chance. Arizona, Cleveland, San Francisco, and the Bengals. New Orleans, Tennessee. Interesting. Bucks and the Colts. Interesting. Carolina and Houston, Atlanta Jaguars. Washington, Buffalo, New York Dolphins, Cowboys, Patriots, and Eagles, and the Jets.
So I hate it. I hate it, and I hate it for so many reasons.
Wow.
But the biggest reason is it ensures that half of the teams automatically have an advantage over the other half of the teams. Half of the teams will have 9 home games, and the other half will have 8. And that is 100% an advantage.
I think they're building to go into 18 weeks. I bet you.
Should have went to 18 then.
I bet you within 2 years it'll be 18 full weeks of games, only 2 preseason.
As a Cowboys fan, how do I have it? Do the Eagles get an extra home game? I don't know what they get, but
right now they're saying they're going to alternate every year. So if you only got 8
screw that, I want to win this year. Every year this year I want to win. Like I don't like
Here's
it.
The cool thing. Here's the great thing. Our fantasy league can now go to week 14 playing and start to week 13 playing.
So I've been saying, here's what the NFL should have done. And I've been saying this. I've said it on our show. I don't know if it was my channel or your channel, Kelly's channel, but I know we talked about it preseason last year. I'm positive. I've been saying this for years. Here's what the NFL should have done. They should have taken 2 weeks out of the preseason, right? Taken the 17-week season and made it a 19-week season and still play a 16-game schedule. So you add – so what happened was in the bargaining agreement, if they had a new TV contract, and they had 3 new TV contracts, if they negotiated a new one, and again, they had 3, they were allowed to add the game. It was already agreed to the year before. That sucks. What they should have done was taken that – because it's an extra week – is what they want, not an extra game, an extra week. So if right now there's 1 bye, screw that. That's stupid. Everybody should have a bye in the first half of the season. Everybody should have a bye in the second half of the season. And then your 16-week season was already 17. Then it becomes 18. Now you have the 18-week season just like you do now. Now we're playing 17 games in 18 weeks, where then we could have played 16 games in 18 weeks and everybody get 2 byes. The bye system right now is fully unfair. If you have an early season versus a late season, it affects the season. Now, not only are they screwing that up, but they're screwing up the home games too. Go to 19 weeks instead of or 18 weeks instead of the 17 weeks, excuse me. 8 games, 9-week first half, 9-week second half, 16-week season. What's hard about that? Everybody has the equal amount of home games and away games. Everybody has 2 buys, and the NFL gets another week of free product to sell to Amazon, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to sell the extra week to Amazon. It's ridiculous.
They've already sold out Thursday nights to Amazon. Thursday night games are all going to be on Amazon Prime, which luckily I have, thank God. So I'll be able to broadcast those games, which would be nice, but tough. You know?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I want more games. I honestly want to see go from a 16-week season to an 18-week actual game season with 1 bye.
You're saying weeks, but you mean games.
Games. That's me personally. But hey, look, it's more football that matters. That's not, fake football in the preseason, because where you got the guys playing grocery store pickup next week on the field, and I'm excited about that. It means more fun for fantasy. Obviously, I run the Pick'em League that I have.
But all those things get accomplished with an extra week, not an extra game.
So I'm ecstatic about it. So I'm happy. I'm ready. I love baseball seasons here, but I'm also looking forward to football because I think it's a long process of sports.
I mean, I love them both too. If the Dodgers had
Jeff's personal bully, yes. Thursday night games are now going to be on Amazon Prime. They did a massive multi-billion-dollar deal with them, and that's where the Thursday night games are going to be this coming year.
That's right.
So you're either going to have to go buy Amazon Prime or come over to the Pete McDevitt and Jeff and everybody else doing our thing over here.
Disney/ABC kept Monday Night Football. Yep. CBS kept the NFC. Mm-hmm. Fox kept the AFC, and they added Amazon for Thursday. Yeah.
So it'll be good.
I think Amazon content's king, right? And whether it's HBO or Amazon or whoever, it makes sense to add it. But, I've got another idea. You know how the NFL's always left Friday alone? I got to play. Don't leave Friday alone. Have a weekly game on Friday and have some big high school game as the precursor. Make it a doubleheader. Play it on freaking ESPN or whatever channel wins the Friday night package. And now you're not taking away from Friday night high school football. You're adding to it. You're promoting it, I think.
I'd love to see him do that. But the problem is, if you look in the amount of the states, 50 states, high school football, Preston, get rid of this. High school football is really only predominant in maybe 12 to 18 states.
Yeah, they've kind of, gentleman's agreement to not go or, step on it. But that would be a way that you're not stepping on it and growing the brand.
We're here in high school football means nothing here in Maryland.
Oh, man. Down here in Texas, it's everything.
Huge down there, yeah. A lot of the southern states, it's huge. My high school football team loses 63-0 every week, I think.
Oh, no way. Really?
Oh, they're horrible. So it is.
Yeah, one of the things when I moved down here to from California to Texas, I had heard the rumors, but it's something you really got to see. It's quite something. Do you see the head coach at SMU, Chad Morris, a couple of years ago? I met him there, real nice guy. He went to Arkansas, got crushed, had 2 horrible years, gets fired. Where did he play? Where was he coaching last year? I don't remember where he was last year. He got the head coaching job in Allen, Texas at a high school. They announced yesterday or the day before. That's crazy. So SMU and Arkansas. I went from the SEC. Oh yeah, he was at Auburn. He was one of the coordinators at Auburn, and they fired everybody in Auburn. So now he's free, and he took the head coaching job at a high school here in Texas.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. Do you know who my personal bully is?
No.
Do you know Jesse? Jesse. I don't know your last name, Jesse. Do I know your last name?
Gottlieb?
No.
I don't think it's Jesse Gottlieb. It's the only Jesse that I know off the top of my head.
I don't know her last name. Anyway, I don't know if he knows who you are or not. But anyway, she's my bully and she's fun. Wow, really? I thought it was a thing in every state. No, yeah. I mean, California was big. I played in California. I coached in California. It was big. Nothing. Oh, Lady Disaster. That's right. What am I doing? Lady Disaster. Oh, that's
okay.
How you know.
Now I do know who it is.
You put that. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Is that her other account? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't remember. That's why it threw me off, Jesse.
I love Jessie.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal.
Threw me off. Threw my own self off. But anyway, yeah, she's fun. And by the way, we need to set up the TubeBuddy. I don't think you downloaded TubeBuddy though. I think you might have the app, but whatever. Whatever you want, we can do it. Anywhere you at? It's a big thing where you're at. Wow, really? I thought it was a thing every day. What state are you in, Annie? You're in the Northwest, aren't you? That pops in my head. I don't know if I'm right or not.
Annie's in like the Midwest, I thought.
I don't know.
I try to keep up with everything. I keep going crazy.
I thought about starting a what do they call them for? What do we have? Like a database, so I would know where everybody is. But then I thought, no, that's just more work. I'm not gonna do it.
What are you watching?
Yeah, you watching the ball in the gap for the? Oh, is that?
Yeah, he
That's
busted. I think it was near his ankle.
Yeah, Donaldson. Looks like Washington. Andy, I was right.
Yeah.
He hurts himself when the wind blows.
He does. He's one of those guys that was all about the uppercut, right? And it worked for him. Yeah, Annie Coogan, Washington. I thought it was Northwest. I have a pretty good memory of that stuff, but the truth is, it's hard to. And when people have two different names, and it's hard. It's hard to remember who goes where.
I had a couple people when I first went into things after I changed my channel to the Pete McDevitt Show are like, that's not the real Pete. It's somebody. I was like, no, it's me.
That's happened to me. I guess there's like, I think a bunch of us have somebody who pretends like they're them. And that happened over on Tanya's channel. I told you about that, right? People were freaking out.
And Tanya went, called me and reached back out. Is that you? And I'm like, yeah, it's me. And then she put me back on as a moderator. So, because I guess when I changed my name, it took me out. And she, Annie Coog, that's not what Zip told me. He told me it was Coog for a different reason. But yeah, so she went in and put it back in so that it was, fixed. So
That's good.
Yeah, James, I'm watching. It's a good game. 2-2. Toronto, New York.
Close play at first.
Anyway, 14 of you still in the house. I appreciate you guys hanging with us. We're watching a little baseball. Pete, I need your advice. You've done the double headers. Should I stick with the one stream when my Dodger game starts, or should I do another stream? You're like the pro on this. I need your advice.
If you're taking the time to put into your nomenclature of your chat, Dodgers versus, whoever, I don't know who they're playing today. Rockies, Dodgers versus Rockies, trying to draw people in. Yes, you should start another stream.
Yeah,
it's key to do that, to find people. Nice pitch.
Yeah, I didn't even bother with that. I was rushing. It was a work day, and I should have set it up last night. But anyway, I was thinking that should I do one stream or two streams?
Cut this one off a little early and go back to it. You'll have more people find your channel because you're putting Colorado versus Rockies.
I mean, we talked about with the NFL.
Live into that chat, live Colorado versus and bring people in. I do that. I actually changed my Wednesday and Friday show. It now is starting to say live in there because I'm trying to bring people in to know that, hey, we're live doing this.
Yeah. So I just typed in opening day watch party, and there's somebody going there. They've got 81 opening day watch party. Yankees versus Blue Jays got 253. Opening day Cubs versus Pirates right now it's got 64. Then me with 13, and I just did opening day live watch party. I didn't put any Yankees. I should have. Dodgers versus Rockies live MLB opening day play-by-plays already got 20. The game hasn't even started yet.
And I may still, Preston loves baseball. I thought about on days, that you're not doing something with baseball, maybe even doing one or two on our channel, just sitting with my son because he loves baseball and he's actually more in tune with the modern. There's Acuna. God, you got to hit.
He's so good.
He's more in tap with modern than I am right now. Look at this rip. Boom. Right down the line.
Double is single.
I think a Saturday night NFL game would be smart too. Yeah, I agree, Casey. I mean, like when they have in the playoffs, I love the Saturday, Sunday.
They don't want to interfere in the college money, so they want to leave the college money.
Exactly.
That's what it comes down to.
Does that mean that he's going to go down?
He'll go down a little bit because somebody got a hit off of him. Who's up here now? Diabetes is up. Ozzy Diabetes.
Ozzy Albies?
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, yeah, I think I'll probably do that. It makes more sense. I mean, I don't know when this game will end compared to the Dodger game starting, but it'll give me a chance to run downstairs and grab a bite to eat. And
are you doing any baseball on Saturday?
I haven't determined what I'm going to do. I mean, Saturdays is more of a family night, so probably not. But
I was
if I
thinking
was
during the afternoon. My whole thing is baseball is on Dole with Dad's channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you're finding it, this is what we decided to do. I'm going to take the lead a little bit on the football thing. Jeff Kelly, Does Our Dream, will be with me from time to time.
it blew up on your channel. It only made sense to do it that way, and
and baseball. You know, I want baseball on yours and people to come to find you. And
no, I appreciate that. But I'm never getting I would say this isn't for public consumption thing, but I don't care, dude.
I know. I just don't want to do it at the same time you are, but I just thought sitting here doing it with Preston like this, talking the game might be kind of fun.
Yeah, it will be fun. Yeah.
And if I can do that,
to answer your question, Saturdays are probably unlikely. I'm going to do every Sunday night, and I'm probably going to do an evening a week or two, but I don't want to put that out there because I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to do it
on Saturday.
But Saturdays is almost always my family. That's the least likely time I would go.
Well, if we're on, you're welcome to come over. What game would you like to do?
And same on mine, of course.
Okay, well, look and see. Pick a game, and we can do it. We can talk about it on Saturday, and you can tell all your buddies on the baseball team if they want to, call in on the phone to you, and they can talk live on the show.
I'm not going to do that.
You never know. Somebody might. Ian might.
And he says, Zip can't even read my name right. He said, I know, right? Zip doesn't even come close to some of these. Hey, Anna, how are you? What's going on? Hope you're having a great day. Happy opening day here in America. It's a big day for baseball if you're a baseball fan.
Hold on. Zip just texted me with a verbal text. He said, please tell Annie this.
I got candles lit, and if you want to come over, I got a fire going. I got a leopard rug.
Annie, it just came over my phone. He's listening. So
it depends. Do you want to do
I love Annie.
A 1:00 game or a later game?
I don't know. What you pick one. Which game you want to do? Well, I'd love to do a game with you.
It's either Orioles or Red Sox, and that probably won't be a good game, or it's Braves Phillies again, or
Great.
Mets and Nets.
What time are the Bretts and Nets? What time are those games?
Orioles at 1:10, Phillies at 4:05. And Nationals at 4:05.
So one thing I've noticed, and I noticed this with the Cowboys first, and I've already noticed this with my Dodgers. There are people that have Cowboys channels and Dodgers channels, and they're very. So then I looked, and there's a Raiders guy, and people who niche it down to one team do real well. So I like the Rangers, but I'm a Dodgers fan. But I'm not in LA. But I could do that. But I'm going to be the Sunday night baseball guy. But I got to be honest with you, I'm going to probably do Dodger games a couple nights a week because I like watching. I'm watching the freaking Dodgers. So I think that's probably where I'm going to go. Annie, I'm also not into leopard print. So I don't know if you guys are Orioles fans or whatever team. I mean, Preston's a Dodger fan too. I think that if you went fairly consistently with the one, this is just my opinion. I'd like your opinion, frankly. Tell me if you disagree. But like what we do on Thursday night, and that's branded for Thursday, and that's great. But to do like on Sunday, you could do every game. Well, yeah. If you just did the Ravens, you're going to get the Baltimore fans. I know. I hope to do that with Dodgers.
I know for football, I tested a lot of things last year. It was with a mad scientist over here trying to figure it out. And I think I finally figured out the thing, and that is it was, press and exercise. It was, Baltimore Ravens versus Pittsburgh Steelers live. It was doing that.
Yeah.
And I was finding people. And I mean, we had some people where it was 200 people in there watching. So
yeah.
That was pretty cool. So,
I was stupid to not put the games in. I mean, frankly, I should have put in the Yankees. I just didn't think of it. I was rushing. We had the baby, and I was doing work and all that. But I think that we talked about that last year. It makes sense to, I don't know, tag the teams. So.
Yeah.
Come on, question, do something, please.
But yeah, and so that goes to it. I mean, what time does the game start? I should probably check. Here, I'll look right now.
Yeah, you should set it up and try, because I'm telling you, Jeff, you're going to find people. And, over time, I look at some of the people I've found that are great additions to our community once they found that we also do other things. And, nice pitch. Like,
we both had our ideas, but the truth is the spending a year and a half doing it, we've learned a lot. And come on, it's part of your channel's growth. I mean, look at how your channel's grown a lot past year. It's awesome.
There's Pass Holder Pair. Great to see you. Annie,
Pass Holder Pair, what's going on?
Zip also said to let you know.
I got a huge pillows. Dave, you've seen it.
He's got huge pillows. I'm not sure what that refers to. Maybe to go on the leopard skin rug. I don't know.
Shoot. So my Dodgers start at 3:10.
Oh, 3:10
my time in
6:10.
15 minutes.
No, 4:10 my time.
4:10. Oh,
in 15 minutes.
If you want to get off this one and go set up your Dodgers one,
I probably should, huh?
Let's do that, and then I'll come back over and join you for some Dodgers.
Awesome. So guys, pass on the pair. Don't take it personally. Love you. As soon as you pop in, we're gonna leave. I need to break anyway. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna close up the shop here in like 2 minutes. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody in chat. I'm gonna go throw some water in my face. I'm gonna heat up something in the microwave, and I'm gonna start up a new stream for my Dodger game. What did it say? 3:10? I already forgot what I said.
3:10.
Dodger game starts at. They're warming up now. It is where'd it go?
And you want to get that done because I mean people are going to be excited.
Yeah. So a couple minutes, let's say 3:05 to 3:10 at the latest, my time. So we're talking about 9 to 14 minutes. We'll be live with a brand new stream. I'm going to run downstairs, grab some food, set up a new stream. Takes about 5 minutes. So I'll see you there, Pete and Preston. I hope I'll see you guys there.
Out of here.
Love y'all. See you over there. Again, new stream in about 10 at the most, maybe 5. My question is, why has Dave seen the pillows too, Annie? Guys, seriously, whether you were here for 1 minute, you just got here, pass on the pair looking at you, or you've been here for the whole time, love you, appreciate you, but I want to watch the Dodger game. No disrespect to my Yankees or the Blue Jays, your Yankees and the Blue Jays, but it's time for Dodger baseball. So in about 10 minutes, new stream, go grab a bite to eat. I mean, maybe you're sick of my face or you just want to have a great day. If that's so, have a great day. But if you want to come back, we will be watching Dodgers in Colorado in about 15 minutes together. I hope I will see you then. Love you. Watch for the stream. See you soon. Bye, guys.